everyone's having a good dairy on this Tuesday so far. Last we left off, our troll mage decided to actually do a run where they're going to get violent, mayhaps. So I don't think we can go through the entire game being a pacifist, unfortunately. Um, that would be interesting, but not in this game. So, alrighty. Gonna load the game here. And yeah, I've been playing a little bit on my own. A little bit on my own. So, also going to just tweak the volume a bit because it's always a little bit louder in the headphones. Because I can even hear myself talk. All right, so for this mission, misdirection, central Hong Kong spills out along Victoria Harbor, all glittering chrome and neon flash against the night's darkness. The skyscrapers are a jagged nest of mirrored knives thrust into the sky, rending the clouds as they ascend into the heavens. The Ares Asia Holdings complex squats menacingly over Chatter Road. Chatter Road, let's go with that. A steel and concrete tumor intertwined with nearby buildings in a web of sky bridges and shared parking structures. You make your way inside and ascend to the 5th floor, a public foyer that connects to the restricted areas of the complex. As the elevator opens, you arrive in cold, dimly lit reception area. In A, probably. Anyways, beyond it, your quarry awaits. So, we got a med kit for us. Got a few med kits across this team. So I decided to take myself, Sword Mage, decided to take our hacker, decided to take our other kind of samurai swords dude, and then decided to take our rigger. So, yeah, we don't have the best ranged capabilities, but we're going to see how it goes. It's something different, and I like different because I played this game for many, many hours. Exiting the Ares Asia Holdings elevator on the 5th floor of the skyscraper complex, the antiseptic odor of the mega corporation's offices assails your nostrils. The immaculately detailed interior speaks volumes of the wealth and control the North American industrial giant has come to wield over the free enterprise zone. Oh, by the way, you might notice, streaming from the store today, if you hear something in the background, the others are watching TV, so anyways. Raptor glances at his bracer, pulling up a page of notes on Ares Asia Holdings and scrolling through it. Oh yeah, also as a side note, before we went on the mission, Raptor said, you better take me along with you because those bastards who stole my immortality recipe for drones is at this place. So yeah, we're gonna go mess some things up. Okay. We're looking for a lab between floor 15 and 40. You know, just somewhere between that. Everything below 15 is shopping and recreation, and the residential areas span 41 to 92. The auto repair circuit should be up there as well. I know Taylor and Hardingham. They'll keep it close to their main lab so they can work on the project in their off hours. And they'll need specialized testing equipment. Things you can't fit in an apartment, even a big one. Sooner we get up there, the better. Yes, once we plant the altered visitor record data, we can find the lab's precise location. From there, everything we need should be nearby. Okay, let's hope that's the case. So, you know, I was just seeing if I had any more points to spend. This should look normal enough. Us in coming into this corporation. This is fine. Welcome to Ares Asia Holdings, a division of Ares Macro Technology. How may I assist you today? At the sight of Gaichu, the receptionist recoils visibly and his face grows ashen. Dear God, is that a ghoul with you? Yes, he is my bodyguard, and I would kindly ask you not to fret about it. The receptionist's eyes bulge in panic as he shrinks away from Raptor. Don't fret when you waltz in here with a goddamn cannibal in tow. Calm yourself. Not only is he my bodyguard, he's part of my research into the integration of drone hardware with living tissue. But that's... Ractor draws himself straight, puffing his chest out as he raises his voice. I am Dr. Ractor, formerly employed by Grisham Aviacorps. I was the director of drone development for over 10 years, and the ghoul and the drone you see are part of my latest project. He looks unsure of himself. You can see his eyes flit to a conspicuous panic button mounted to the side of his desk, but he doesn't move. You aren't on the guest list. Ractor plows on, his booming voice cutting the secretary's question in half. It is a fully autonomous quadrupedal defense and attack drone with integrated fire direction data management, adaptive autosop parsing, and modular weapons integration. This drone redefines bleeding edge. What's more, it has an adaptive experience registry subprogram. To wit, it learns. The secretary blinks a few times, his eyes glazed over by Ractor's barrage of technobabble. Yes, I see. That's a lot of interesting information. What should I put on the arrival sheet then? Ractor regards the receptionist coldly and curls one corner of his mouth into a sneer. Put down that I am here to make a sales pitch. If there's any company in this world with an interest in cutting-edge combat drones, it should be Ares Macro Technology. I have a full report on field and stress tests, part time to failure, and combat efficacy, and I do not like being delayed. Very well. Have a pleasant evening, Doctor. Please stay on this floor until your escort from the Drone Research Division arrives. Good job, Ractor. Good job. Woo. At least I didn't have to try to charm my way through. Alright, so that's where we probably need to go, but what's through this door right here? Ooh, so we can put the drone in there. But also, let's just take a look at this other open door over here too. And more open doors over here. So many open doors. You should learn to lock your stuff. Okay, let's go through this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you going that way? We can just open a door right here, right? Oh dear. I can see the magic, which makes me think combat is possible here. And I saw the Matrix terminal earlier. I'm just being suspicious. This office computer doesn't appear to be fully locked. It rests on an info page about Ares Asia Holdings. With a little finesse, a Decker could probably get into the user secured email. Isabel, show me what you got. You know, I'd expect Ares employees to be more careful with data security, but I guess nobody's perfect. From inside the machine's secure storage, you can access recent email and recent project updates. Let's go through the email. Most of the email is boring, lunch plans, updates on hardware requests, blah-de-blah-da. One thread catches your eye, though. I don't know why you're having such difficulty understanding our Matrix upgrade, Shung. I've given you the bypass codes to the blocker IC at least 3 times already. Maybe you should write them down or something? Anyway, here they are again. These codes should allow you to bypass the blocker IC in our secure data store, and also for security scheduling. Don't sass me, Corporal. I wouldn't be in this situation, and I've been promising the Matrix upgrades would be complete next week for the past 6 months. After 4 months of waiting, I stopped thinking about it. Now every time I make a pull request from our depot, that damn IC gets in my Persona's face and demands another set of passcodes. Thank you for the passcodes, though. Bypass passcodes, though. I'll write them on the back of my hand or something. Dr. Chung, Ares Asia Research. Alright, project updates. Most of this employees' records involve construction projects in and around Hong Kong, but one project, referred only to as 2231, stands out. Dr. Chung, I'm concerned about the amount of resources you request to pursue Project 2231, particularly because we are Ares Asia Holdings, not Ares America. 2231 is an Ares America project, not one of ours. What explanation can you offer for this request? How can it be justified? Director Hui, Ares Asia Finance. I understand your concerns, Director, but you should be aware that all divisions of Ares Macrotechnology have been ordered to support Project 2231 where possible. Dr. Taylor and Dr. Hardingham are particularly interested in testing their prototype in support of Project 2231. I'm simply requesting enough manpower to find suitable subjects to test the prototype against. Dr. Chung, Ares Asia Research. The risk involved in local research is unacceptable at this time. This is the entire reason the bulk of 2231 related research takes place at Complex 68G, and why 68G is in the middle of frozen tundra. I would be willing to divert additional engineers for Taylor and Hardingham's project if they would be willing to create another prototype with the intent of shipping it to Complex 68G. Director Hui. I'll talk to them about it, Director. If you think it's not possible any other way, I'll impress that upon them. Dr. Chung. All right. Anything else? Yeah, let's get out of here. All right. Browse the information. Oh, just, yeah, no, we don't need that. So those are guards we could talk to, which I'd rather not. I don't want to start a fight yet, if possible. Alright, so this is where we're going to have Isabel. Get in there, see what we got. Okay. Show me what you got. Okay, so if you remember from last time, this is kind of a real-time section where we have to dodge these folks. So we just gotta watch their patterns and see how that goes. So I'm just gonna kind of watch and see what it's like over there. Okay, let's try to hurry. Woo! That was kind of close. All right. So we have that one that's, I think it's just going to go back and forth. And then we have those that are going to cross paths. Okay, let's go and whoa. All right. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. So, not what I wanted to happen, but okay. Let's form one over there. And then let's see. Let's concentrate on this one for now. I have higher degree on that. Oh, let's just do that. All right. Let's give you a little bit of advantage here. Assassinate. Sweet. Good job there. All right, and then... All right, another hit there. All right, so let's do Sniffer on ourselves. And try to do Killer on that, 99%. Sweet. And then let's hop behind cover here. Well, I guess I'll have him hop there and then do a little thing on this one. All right, let's... Yeah, let's just tackle this one first. Before I use up more resources there, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. %, is decent. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and do that to reduce our system trace all the way down. And we'll just try to shoot that. Ow. That hurt. Okay. So let me hide back behind that. Alright. I don't think there's anything else past there. It's all just about getting over here. So I think once everything is kind of concentrated over here, I can... Although there are some very erratic patterns. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Alright. Ooh. Let's go ahead and... That's 8. I know that's really hard. Because it's a difficulty of 8 out of 9, basically, which means... Hell... And let's just try to do a regular hack, sure. You can see how hard a regular hack might be. Okay, so... This was a few streams ago, but this is how much time we have to figure out the pattern that's here. And, basically, for every kind of Simon pattern that we get here, we add 5 seconds onto this hack time. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, let's just go ahead and start. So is something with that? I think it's this. There we go. All right. So I like this hacking game much more so than the previous versions in the previous Shadowrun games. So anyways, I'm just waiting for the path to clear. We'll just kind of go along this way again once that goes. So we're going, we're going, we're going, we're gonna hide. No, we're not. We're gonna go, 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 go faster. Okay, good. Woo. All right. Well, that's one thing down. I think we have to go down the other way as well. Yeah, there's something that way too. I think that's where we came from, I believe. Yeah, that's where we came from, and then we ran up here. I don't think there's anything that way, but there might be. So, all right, let's step forward a little bit here. Okay, so is that going to go down? That's going up. And then there's this one that's going really fast up and down. And then that is, those are both crossing, and that is going down. If that goes up, then I'm going to go up. Yep. All right, good. Oof. Okay. That has kind of been a little... Yeah, there's another way that way, too. I will actually... Yeah, I'll do that next. But I'll go here first. Okay, so what are we looking at? There's a hacker thing over there, probably one over there, and probably one over there. Maybe one over there, too. Oh my gosh, okay. So, let's see. We have that one going really fast that way, along that path, and then we have this one that's kind of maybe doing a loop there, and a loop there. So whenever that really fast one goes, we're going to cut to the right. All right, there we go. So yeah, we got over there. So there's this fast one that's doing that, but I think this is the only IC that's going that way, so we'll do that one easy enough. Ooh, bypass using a password? Do we have the password? What is it? No, we don't. Yeah, we don't have that password. We just have these two. So, we're going to try to hack it. Okay. All right, we're just going to start. Oh, no, no, no. I meant this. All right, so number 3, and then a... What was it? Is this one it? Oh. Nope. Is that one? Okay, woof. That was a little bit closer. Yeah, I want to manipulate that. I want to turn that off. Is there a way to do anything else with it? Subsystem is currently offline. Oh, I probably need to do something over here first. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we got that one. All right, let's go. We're gonna have to go fast because is that one going down? That one's going up. All right, well, that's great. All right, and then let's go. Dang it. So that is definitely not good. Let's see, so... Okay, well, we'll move back a little bit. So when we do this, we won't hit ourselves. Okay, well, 85 out of 200 is not bad. We did eliminate a little bit of watcher stuff this way. And then we have another thing over there, and then another thing down there. Okay, so let's go ahead and... let's start. Do, and an M. This one? Okay, good. Alright. Alright, so there's that. Yeah. Alright, so I do think I eliminated a lot of the Watcher stuff this way. So, alright, I do want to try to get to that one before I leave. Oh, whoops, is that one going? Okay, I think those are just self-contained this way. I think I destroyed all the ones that were going over this way. So, let's see if that's correct. Maybe I'm not correct. Okay, yeah, I am correct. Alright, so let's go, go, go. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can go. Go, 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 go. Alright. Alright, let's start. I think, wait a second, what was it? The last one is that, and then we got a, this is the last one, and then it's a M, that's the last one, and then a timer. Okay. Is that it? Okay. I'm not good at these things, so I'm actually very nervous about doing those. Okay. So we still have this way to go, and we still have another way down here and in the next room that we have to go. So with this one, I'm going to just follow these around to the right and then just circle about. I'll wait for them to do one more pass around so their paths can get more aligned. That's good enough. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go in there. What? Oh, I think that's another jack-in point somewhere else. So, all right, never mind then. All right, so let's just go this way. Oh, I did not eliminate that one. That's fine. I eliminated all the rest. So, all right, so we go through here, and then we got these suckers. All right, I'm gonna have to kind of wait until we get a good path that way. I think we're good. Oh my gosh, go, go, go. That was too late. Too late, maybe? Too late? Nope, nope, nope. We're good, 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 good. All right, good. Oh dear. All right. Well. All right, we still got good accuracy. Oh, dang it. Why'd you quit? Ugh. Fine, all right. I don't know why the music and everything just went weird. Okay, all right. Okay, so I really can't see anything from here. I'm just gonna trust that they are... I don't think they can see me this way. I don't think so. Of course I'm wrong. All right. So sniffer, killer. I'm getting some good crits. Oof. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, I gotta reduce the system trace. It's getting a little too high. Oof. Okay, that is definitely not good. Let's do a little bit of this. And then let's go ahead and bring out a shield program right there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and shield you. And then we'll blast that. Oh, I'm surprised that actually hit. Alright, I think that they both should be close enough together for the Tar Blaster to hit. Alright, and then let's get Killer doing that. And then one more? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's do... That's fine. It's just basically... Oh gosh, I did not realize that's coming that way. Okay. So that's going to be a problem. Alright, so we'll do that. Okay. Hide behind that. And then do this. Okay. I do not want to be traced at all, so I think that should be far enough away from that at least. Ow. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move that way. Tar blast both of those. So it can't move, so that shouldn't be able to trace me now. And then let's see if we can blast it. Is it within line? It's within line of sight. Boo. Okay. All right. That's... All right. Well, that's unfortunate. But I think we have the password for this. Secure data store. Okay, I'm just going to type it in here. Oh no, why did it do that? Alright, there we go. Yes, I know, maybe slightly cheap and cheating, whatever. It's the same as if I wrote it down. Okay. GU for and YU because capitalization is important. Thank you. Alright, so we basically hacked our way through a lot of this. Let's hope we don't have to do much more of that, though, because we are very high on the system trace. I don't think there's anything else we need to do, because we went through there, so yeah, I think we're good. Alright, cool. So... now that that's done, let's go ahead and have the, just gonna turn the volume down just a little bit. I don't know, are people able to hear me over the volume? I just want to make sure, but anyways, let's see. Yep, we're gonna send a drone in. Activate a drone. All right, it's your show, Koschei. All right, and we'll end that. Power conduits. Power conduit is labeled elevator control and power. A series of tangled cables and wires weave in and out of the junction box as if it's been patched and repairs made many times. I know it's taped to the side of the box. For God's sake, don't touch anything in here without contacting me first. This box is the most temperamental piece of crap I've ever worked with. If anything gets unplugged, the elevator system will go down and take the security card readers with it. Why don't we spend all that money on improving security if everyone has to take the stairs? Lee. The drone could fairly easily rip out some of these cables, rendering the elevator and employee ID cards inoperable till repaired. Cut power to the elevators. Or we did do something with them. I know we hacked them. We don't need it. Drone tears out several of the elevator power and control cables, and a number of diagnostic lights begin flashing red. Looks like you're going to be taking the stairs for the time being. Alright. Oh, I guess we have to get Koschei back. It does not like us not having Koschei as part of the team. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, alright. One second. Sorry. Okay. So, let's see. How are we going to handle this now? I think the stairs are past this way, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, so maybe go through door? Oh, that is a public terminal. Oh, I was completely mistaken about what this might be. Okay, whoopsie. Whoopsie! This is a public matrix terminal for guests and visitors. Its primary functions appear to be directory and news services, as well as basic email. This is also a perfect terminal for you to upload the faked visitor records. Welcome to Ares Asia Holdings. Please note, all activity on public terminals is logged and recorded for our, security purposes. Please state your query. Well, we're gonna just mess with you a little bit. You slip the jaded chip into a port on the public terminal and let the worm go to work. After several seconds, the chip flashes green. Now, Ares Asia Holdings records show that Golden Fong has visited on several occasions in the past. Let's go ahead and search for Taylor and Hardingham. All right, we got that email and floor 27. Dr. Taylor transferred to the Hong Kong offices from previously in London, like what Rector told us in his story. His research focuses primarily on drone weapons, although previous work centered on cryogenics and the impact of the Matrix on social structures and human development. Who cares about that sort of stuff, though? Is joint chair of the Ares Asia Drone Research Laboratories with Ian Hardingham. Current projects include the expansion of the Hangzhou Bay Tidal Power System, a proposal to expand the Hong Kong MTR maintenance program, and further research into machine learning. All right, Hardingham, what you got? All right, has transferred to the Hong Kong offices of Ares Asia Holdings. Pretty much the same thing, except artificial AI research. Related to the research and development of new artificial intelligence solutions that will keep Ares macro tech competitive in this rapidly changing world. While specific work is classified, previous efforts have been around self-repairing machinery, robotic game theory, and collective machine learning. All right. So we got what we came for, and now we need to get to floor 27, which is probably... Why is the thing showing me to go there? Oh, is it that way? Okay, probably because I made it where I have to take the stairs now. Okay. All right, folks, hope you're ready for stair time. Okay. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Anyways, excellent, Slane. We have arrived. I feel like the Ghostbusters after climbing. It's like, how much farther? It's like, we're going up. I can't believe I can't remember the quotes from that movie. It's been, I think, a year and a half since I saw it last. I watched it whenever I was in on a cruise with my dad in the before times, you know, before plague. Anyways, excellent, Slane. We have arrived. Ractor straightens himself up, smoothing out the front of his jacket. We should make certain to find the auto repair prototype while we're here. So what, we just search around? I don't see why not. They'll definitely have stored it somewhere near here. Alright. And game saved. Alright. We have a lot of orange things. I can already see several battlefield things that we're probably going to have to do. Alright. Okay, aut vium invenium aut facium. Golly, I used to know Latin very well. Alright, search for auto repair project. All information contained herein is considered secret or con. Duplication of files forbidden. Authorized eyes only. Select the file. Let's go with Desert Wars field testing. Congratulations, everyone. Ares Europe has given us the go-ahead on entering the Griffin drone prototypes into this season of Desert Wars. Between the auto repair circuitry, the MP laser prototypes, and the self-organizing threat assessment programs, I think we've got a great chance of being one of the standout stars of the season. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do between now and the kickoff event, so I'm expecting plenty of crunch time. I know each and every one of you wants this as much as I do. It's hard for me to express how proud I am of this team and all the hard work you've put in over the past year. If we can pull this off, we're positioned to be one of the biggest teams in security drone hardware in the past 10 years. If we buckle down and put in the hours required, I know we can do it. Glenn Levitt, my office. Glenn Levitt, my office? Come get some? I don't know. Grunt softly. When he speaks, he sounds almost sad. Oh, Taylor, how far you've fallen. When we worked together, he'd never have written this kind of limp corporate missive. We all cared about our work, that we never had to motivate the team like this. He's become a management tool of Ares Macrotech. I doubt there's much left of the passionate young researcher I knew. You think he's lost his edge? Not as such. I believe he's still quite capable as a researcher, but when you spend all your time managing a budget or organizing your team, what time is left to do the actual work? The reason you got into the field in the first place. No, thank you. That is a disgusting world. Alright, self-organization subroutine bugs. Hey Ian, I've been encountering a worrying bug in the latest multi-drone mesh network tests. Excuse me. After checking on it, I'm pretty sure it originates in the self-organization subroutines. Excuse me, I am sorry. When the Griffin drones go into self-diagnostic mode and start sharing their telemetry data after field activity, they stop responding to external commands. Even kicking a debugger over to admin mode won't stop them. Looks like they're not responding to outside commands because they're identifying activity orders as non-critical in comparison to their attempts to share and learn from each other's telemetry. Are we going Terminator here? Did you just Skynet some drones? It seems like you're Skynetting some drones here. It's downright spooky. They tried to push me out of the room during one of the tests because one started firing the on-share cleanup base camp function and the rest picked up on it. They identified me as an object to be removed from their secure space. And the worst part is that the triggering condition was me trying to shut down the mesh network. Yeah, you just did Skynet. Have you seen Terminator? It's an old classic movie in these days, but yeah, you just did Skynet. I don't know, Ian. I don't like the idea of drones making value judgments about administrator orders. Whoopsie. I like to strip out the self-organization code for future tests until I can debug it. I understand that we're trying to play catch-up with the Raku on the pseudo-intelligent front, but the fallout if this bug spreads could be pretty catastrophic, to put it mildly. Wait on the next test. Just a heads up for the team, hold on further self-organization tests until you get the all clear from me, Taylor, or Jan. There's a little bug where the drone network refuses external orders while they're pursuing their self-generated directives. They're sharing, learning, battle, you know, the works. It's nothing critical, it's just going to make debugging other systems a pain in the butt until we get it sorted out. General tests are still a go, though. 10 to 1, they're still using my old code. Sounds like the same kind of bug I encountered during my early tests in Moscow. He runs a hand through his hair, squinting at the computer screen from over his shoulder. Problem is that they're trying to give orders to the drones, while the drones prioritize their own desires over the end user. They'll never respond so long as they're in group reflection mode. You're saying the drones don't listen because they're busy with their own work and don't want additional work? In essence, yes. The more complex pseudo-intelligent drones become, the more we have to learn to convince them that what we've ordered them to do is the best course of action, within reason. Part of the reason the self-correction code exists is to protect against user error. These drones are only doing what they've been designed to do. The deeper I got into data sharing and self-development code, the more I came to realize that it was impossible to build a truly independent drone, a system as simple as waiting order priority. Checking from A to B to C is functional, but inelegant. My solution was to create a system of interlocking desires and motivations that shift and change over time. The only overriding principle is that both Koschei and I must work together to solve problems. That's, it's kind of tremendously creepy, Raptor. He shakes his head. I do not expect you to understand, my friend. But trust me when I say that while it may not work for you, it does for me. Koschei is the single most effective solitary drone in the world when it comes to independent planning and threat control. It got that way through my love and respect for science. It may unnerve you, but it is a very effective process. Let's go back here. Recent messages. Attention, all files are secret. Okay, Olympics canceled. Can't stinkin' believe it, Chung. After spending all that time and money tracking down tickets to the 1960 Neo-Tokyo Olympics, the OIC's canceled them entirely. Some crap about not having enough participants. I guess a ton of countries pulled out in protest over Japan's treatment of metahumans and the way they handled their holdings in California. I mean, yeah, I'm all for equality, but the Olympics? That's about brotherly love, the spirit of cooperation, and the unity of mankind. Can't imagine anyone using them for such transparently political purposes. It breaks my heart. Yeah, I obviously didn't hear about the 2020 ones either in Japan. Anyways, Gia, can you put those reports on my desk? I was hoping to take a look at your power output test data sometime soon. I'm going to be in and out of the office all day, so just let yourself in and put them on my desk. The code is 98144. 98144. Good to remember. Yes, I'm glad that it got added. Okay. Lab safe. It is status locked. Okay. Olympics are about proving your country is the best, nothing more. True. Shutter controls. Shutters must be closed during energy emittance testing. Failure to close shutters is ground for immediate disciplinary action. Shutter controls are currently also closing the security room shutters. I've talked to maintenance about it, but they haven't had a chance to fix it yet. So bear in mind, when you close shutters for laser testing, security cannot respond as the side door auto locks. Make sure nobody goes in and out of the main lab while the shutter's down. Let's not do anything about that yet, because it sounds like I'll be trapped in there. Security system servers. This server cluster handles the local records and systems for floor 27. Undoubtedly, the building-wide systems back up this data, but anything occurring here will be fed to the larger Ares Asia servers. Makes it the perfect place to upload the worm and faked camera footage. Let's do it. A few moments later, the chip flashes a green light, indicating the camera records for floor 27 will now show footage of Golden Fong meeting with Dr. Taylor and Hardingham. Alright, so we got another matrix checkpoint here. Alright, is the system still at 150 tracing? If it is, that's not pleasant. This might be the other way, though, for the gas thing. It is, and all that stuff is still cleared, so that's great. Okay, good. So we don't need to actually, yeah, we can just exit out of there. So that's good. I have a feeling we're going to need to hack in and do something about gas later. Okay, so Dr. Taylor's office. Let's enter that code we saw. 98144. Alright. Alright. Let's, thank you. Let's do email. Oh my gosh. Already just... Didn't even lock it or anything. How insecure. Alright. You killjoy. Hardingham, I cannot believe you! Did you tattle on me to knight errant saying I've blown off the security brief and ran to go drink alone? Psh, I'm a senior researcher, not a bloody prisoner. If I decide to go have a drink on my own, that's my business. Besides, Central and Admiralty are both crawling with police at any hour. They're AAA secure, for God's sake. Pub time! Exclamation 1 point. Listen, H, I really do hear what you're saying about security, and I promise I'm not taking it lightly. I was thinking we could hit up the pond after the meeting tomorrow. I've got 8 or so takers from the lab, and Knight Errant promised to loan us a low-profile bodyguard to make sure nothing goes awry. How's that sound to you? Door code. They changed our door code while we were out on vacation. The chips got a little fried when somebody forgot to close the shutters in the laser lab when they were testing one of the new emitters. 23847. Alright, sweet. Project 2231. H, one of the researchers downstairs hit me up on a meeting about supporting something called Project 2231. It's headquartered in the Algonquin Manitou Council, some godforsaken black site called Complex 68G. I guess it had something to do with that debacle in Chicago. Research into cleaning up the CEZ and whatnot. I thought it'd be nice if we could give him a hand. Just lend him a prototype with the specs. Let him test out the laser out there. Had to sit through 2 hours of training about locking. Oh my gosh, yes. We had to go through that like maybe every 2 or 3 months at Farmers, I think. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Project Records. Security is everyone's business. Attention Ares Asia Holdings employees and residents. Last week, the Knight Errant officers responsible for the security of this facility received several reports of suspicious activity in the public area of the building. At 1:31 last Tuesday, security shows a troll approximately 20 to 28 years of age entering the public mezzanine areas of the building. Subject was seen attempting to gain access to restricted areas. They exited the facility before Knight Errant could intercept and question him. Reports from Mary's citizenry indicates the subject was asking about research labs working on directed energy weapons. Several hours later, the subject was seen re-entering the building from a side entrance wearing a custodial uniform. Guards attempted to detain the subject, but during their arrest, both guards were severely injured. Any employee or resident should contact security immediately if they see this troll. Do not attempt to detain him or interact with him in any way. The subject is considered highly dangerous. Dr. Taylor, it's come to our attention that you have not been treating this threat with the seriousness we believe it deserves. Please remember that the safety of your person and your research is not solely your concern. Striking against you is a strike against all of Ares Macrotech. When engaging in off-site entertainment from now on, we request that you travel with a group. Thank you. Thank you. Emitter aperture refinement. I've had to change the emitter and focusing array in our latest MP4 Redline prototype. Prior to this, we were using the same emitter array as the MP Laser 3, since it's a proven design. Unfortunately, that array is too large to continue using at this point, and there's legacy software that we need to update. The largest problem is that the outer lens is 3 millimeters too large for our new housing. 3 millimeters, what a shame. In light of that, I've commissioned 20 new focusing arrays. They are being manufactured in Detroit and should arrive next week at the latest. The fabrication technique is the same type that we acquired from Zeiss last year. It should give us superior beam coherence even in high dust and fog situations. Prior emitter research. Personal notes on the MP Laser 1 research. I've been going back through the files from Ares Arms research on the original MP laser. A lot of work was done by one Dr. Elliot Mills Fargo. Unfortunately, Mills Fargo is dead. From what I can gather, his son killed him during a drunken argument. What's curious is that most of the research files have been heavily redacted. Very curious. It's almost as if Ares Arms doesn't want anyone to know anything about the initial research. It's very, very, very curious. So curious. Given that we're all supposed to be working towards the same thing, right? Aren't we? From what I can gather, Mills Fargo had a radically different design philosophy than Hardingham and I. Most of Marker's notes indicate he was primarily interested in purely vector solution or soliton fiber lasers rather than our own dye-doped matrix tech. From what I understand, that's also the basis of Winter Systems' own attempt at a man-portable laser solution. I can't find any evidence of how they would have developed that tech without access to Milfargo's work, though. Curious. How curious. Let's plant that. After a few moments, the chip's light flashes green. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's see. We have that. I'm just waiting for the other hammer to fall, I guess. So let's see. We need to retrieve the auto repair unit, find a key for the lab safe still, which we don't have because that's the lab safe in there. That we've already accessed that. Is there anything down here that we need to get to? I'm just double checking. And those are the stairs. And that's the door. Well, I don't want to go through that door yet. I feel like that's the door to the next plot point. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and do, oh yeah, what's that code again? Because I can't remember. Diddly. 23847. Click clock. Ticky-tock. And I apologize about the noise. I can kind of hear it through my headphones. I think they're chopping something up in the back. I apologize. Anyways. Alright, so. Actually, sorry. I was just double checking. I was about to go back there and see, like, hey, by the way, but yeah. Alright. Try to point it away from that. Okay, or maybe they're done. Okay. Right. Anyways. Project records for Hardingham. Project power output. Preliminary reports aren't good. We can miniaturize the aperture and emission array from the MP Laser 3, and it's definitely possible to get down to a handheld size, but that's never been a problem. Energy density is the core concern. Our batteries just aren't up to snuff if we shrink them down to pistol size. Without the MP Laser 3 battery pack, we'll be lucky if we ever find a way to break 6 or 7 shots. It's a terrible problem, and one of the boys over at Material Sciences has been dragging their feet on. I've been checking into using some of the new dual-phase batteries, but the cost seems prohibitive. I made a note to Dr. Hui asking if we could get some help from Ares Arms Europe. The Firelance research teams made a great deal of headway using stage graphene capacitors. Maybe there's something we could learn from them. Alright, so this is the, yeah, that's the same thing. Dr. Hardingham, it's our belief that the troll we recorded is interested in the research you and Dr. Taylor are undertaking. As such, we will be providing extra security for your off-site team building exercise. Please be careful when not within the facility. Your research and person are under threat at the moment. Drone integration. These appear to be Dr. Hardingham's notes on attaching the prototype to security drones. Things proceed apace. Assuming a standard medium drone like the Inquisitor or Rover 9230 models, the drone provides sufficient power to enable the prototype effectively in limited bursts, though there's a 30-second charge time if the capacitors are drained rapidly. The small size of the emitter lens also means that the prototype can be mounted modularly or internally as the platform dictates. For smaller drone sizes, the output is more restricted but still valuable. Charge times increase to between 2 and 5 minutes, assuming standard battery power. This does unfortunately reduce the drone's loiter time. Each shot reduces the loiter time by approximately 2.5 minutes. More than enough for a sustained engagement, but something we'll want to keep an eye on. I believe we can increase efficiency in these cases by including a supercooling medium, liquid nitrogen or the like, to reduce the heat pumps draw from the power systems. Maybe something like we worked out for the Sentinel P series berths. Alright. Emails? Alright. Regarding you being Killjoy. Taylor, I don't think you're taking the security breach seriously enough. A bloody troll tried to waltz into the building not just once, but twice. He beat up some of the bully boys downstairs, and he's definitely after our work. And you want to waltz off to the pub like nothing's happened? At least go in a group, man. Cheating bastard. Listen, I don't know how you managed to beat me in that last game, but I know you're cheating. All the data checks out, but I can't believe your aim's suddenly gotten so much better than mine. When I find out what hack you cooked up, you're gonna owe me 50 nuan. Either that, or your characters are all gonna be wearing bright green lion costumes from now on. Leaking vet. Well, too late for that. Dr. Taylor, we appreciate your concern about the threat neutralization system leaking from your office air vent. Your safety and the safety of the lab are our topmost priorities. Until we can get maintenance to inspect the valve, you can access the security control for Vent 3 via the Matrix. Should any further leaks occur, please contact us again. Okay, Taylor, have you gotten 8 people and a bodyguard together for a pint or two after we have our meeting? I'm game. Sorry for being so testy earlier. I just don't relish the idea of being beaten to a bloody pulp by some trog with an interest in my research. Alright. Okay, well, alright, so currently we're still looking for a way to access this key here. With the shutter controls. Maybe we have to activate these. I should... Well, I can't really remember. Anyways. Maybe it unlocks now? Of course not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. When that happens, all doors... Oh. How about I... open shutters for now. Okay. Just for now. Okay, is there anything over here before I go through that one door that I feel like is going to lead to a big fight? Because the next point is all the way over here. That sounds like a fight to me. All right. Okay, yep, that's a fight right there. That's a fight right there. That's a... Yep. That's... Hey, who the hell are you? I don't recognize you, which means you sure as hell don't work on this floor. What's your business here? Well, I look like a troll between 20 and 28. Sorry, I'm lost. How do I get to Matrix security? Ah, okay, that's floor 37. This is 27. Just head back when you came to floor 37. Turn left to the bridge Solway Junction. You can't miss it. I catch you back on this floor, though. I'm raising the alarm. Okay. I'm just going to keep going this way, though. God damn it, what did I tell you? You're not allowed in there. Yeah, that's... We're gonna go loud at some point, so... Alright. Well, they can't shoot us through here, right? Right. So, I'm just gonna aim that way. Have us kind of, again, aiming that way. Okay, I feel like security is going to come out through this door now, too. It's just not going to be a fun time. It's not going to be a fun time for anybody. Alright. Just in case, I will have him kind of keep watch that way, too. Oh. Okay, well, Gaichu, you want to do the honors? I guess let's just give me an aim. So I saw there was a Matrix thing in there. I'm still gonna keep kind of a watch that way, and I think, yeah, you do that. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire at this guy. Oh, we got an adept here. Oh, we got someone who thinks they can do some crazy ninjutsu stuff. Well, let me show you what I can do. 53%. What can I do? It's 61%. And 81%. Okay, well, we'll start with that first. 6 damage. Ugh. Alright, and then... Alright, fine. I'll be a bit of a mage. And then let's go with a slice. And then another slice. And then let's see if... Alright. We got that, and then we got that. Are there any other enemies, though? I'm gonna end it. Oh, god dang it. Because of frickin' course. Okay, well, heal. Oh yeah, because I'm staying on the node. That's why it's doing all that stuff. Alright, and then... Let's let... Koschei... What you got? Yeah, let's just aim for this, let's aim for the mage. Yep, good shot. Ah, dang it. Alright, let's see. Raptor, can you... Okay, you're like way too far away, so we're gonna need to bring you up a bit. Still uncovered, of course. Let's have Isabel... We just need to take out that mage. That is the most important thing to do right now. So... Okay, what's the chance of marking them? 56%? I'd rather see if we can do an aim. Headshot! Alright, mage is out. Alright, we got one action left on us, so we'll go ahead and... let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, 99%, let's do that. Yeah, since I'm standing on a mana node, I'm basically everything I do goes to multiple targets. So, all right, and you can get up all the way to there, so let's go ahead and see what you can do, buddy. And I'm probably gonna have Isabel actually start going up to there to activate and work on that. All right, so let's see. 78%, let's do that. Still okay. Let's see. What about this? I can't yet. So I'm going to actually step up to this one because it's a larger radius and makes things happen a bit better. So, all right, Isabel, I'm going to need you to hack into that. In the meantime, do your magic. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait. I forgot, yeah, stances, yeah. So, all right. Gain 2 armor and 1 dodge, 2 armor and 1 dodge. Oh. Active. I don't know why he has that twice. But anyways, so I'm currently in water stance. It goes through 3 things. Your attacks, if I'm in metal, will do AP damage or reduce HP damage. In exchange, your dodge will increase by 1 and 2 less damage. So your dodge reduced. Yeah, let's do metal for now. Metal. And also, let's get you some better armor and stuff like that. Just because you're up against an adept. I believe in your abilities, but I'm nervous. Alright, so Koschei, let's go ahead and that's line of sight block. So let's see what we can do about. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, -1 AP, good. Alright, and then let's do that. Miss, that's fine. Oof. That's a big hit on Gaichu. Well, that's a good thing we still have heal wounds. Let's go for the 85%. Still not doing that much damage, but all right. Before we hack in, let's go ahead and see if we can do. Man. All right, Raptor, let's go ahead and either AP, quickness and strength, 8 to 12%. Yeah, let's get your 8 to 12% accuracy in there. All right, and then can you fire at anyone? You can do, yeah, you can do that. And then you'll be able to hack. I'll wait for the hack until after I'm done with this. So let's see. 36. So crit? Nope. All right, let's aim and yeah. All right. Let's see how crazy we get in the Matrix. Oh, what? It's this place again? Oh, what a waste of time then. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Just get out of there. Oh well. So unfortunately, let's see. What's the difference between that? I think I am gonna go ahead and first let's do some aim. And then let's go do aim again on me. Oh, wow. That was impressive. Okay, well, let's go ahead and say you step up here. And then we're going to see if we can pop this Knight Errant Adept. Nope. All right, and then hit. 85%, come on. This is like the XCOM problem. Alright, let's overclock our baby here. Because it's always good to overclock your machinery. Of course. So we got a pop there. A pop there. Good night. And then miss. Okay. I think that might not be the best range to do. Let's see. What happens when I do that? Ah, it healed. I was hoping it was going to heal both me and Gaichu, but that's fine. Okay. 93%? That should hit. I do hate that they're still behind cover, but that's fine. Alright. So let's see if we can mark this guy. And also when she marks, she does take down damage a bit. So, alright. Go up and do your magic. Sweet. Good job. Yeah, I guess let's see if you can actually aim. How do you do at the aiming? Not so good. That's fine. Okay, so let's say boop. Golly! Koschei is a beast at this gunning thing. Koschei for the MVP award, I think. Okay, let's see what Gaichu and yeah, so doop-a-doop. That's Oh yeah, you are dead, my friend. Koschei, honors. Come on, come on. He's stunned. Can you overclock your thing again? No, not enough. Yeah. What about that? Nope. Oh my gosh. Will he live to fight another day? No way. Let's see. Alright. That seems to be the last of the security forces. I can't hear anyone else on this floor. We should hurry. It won't be long before backup arrives. What's the matter? You chip a tooth in one of them back there? For a monster, you seem awfully squeamish about this kind of thing. It's not squeamishness, it is caution. This is an Ares facility, and Knight Errant is one of the most competent security forces in the world. Only a fool would wish to face them on their own terms. Even monsters like staying alive. Overcock it till it smokes and back off. A smidge. Just a smidge. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to actually just do a quick check. So I'm missing 10 health, full, missing 16. Let's see. Do you have a... If anyone has a Medikit 1 besides me... Alright, yeah, she does. And these, I believe, will refresh. Yeah. Yeah, he'll guide you. Alright, cool. Alright, sweet. Well, that did not go as smooth as could be. Dang it. That. So is it through this door now? Security control panel. Please input command. Unlock the main lab door, please. Hal, please unlock the main lab door. Hal. Alright, so, oh god, this definitely looks like a battle arena. Okay, so... Whoa! The stillness of the area's laboratory is suddenly rent by the unmistakable sound of an explosion. The floor trembles beneath your feet and dust falls from the ceiling tiles. As the echoes of the blast recede around you, the distinct smell of atomized concrete and scorched carpeting wafts in through the vents. Rector busily types out some commands on his arm bracer. Koschei whirs and flexes his legs beside him. I'm seeing a lot of radio traffic. Whatever that blast was, Ares wasn't expecting it. I think we're about to run face first into another runner team slaying. Shit. Isabel shakes her head, balling up her fist. If it's not one thing, it's another. We never catch a damn break. Welcome to Shadowrun. Never catching breaks. It's not as bad as all that. If they're setting off bombs, the Knight Errant forces in the building will be more concerned with them than they are with us. Stay behind me, and I will protect you. With an explosion like that, our window just got a whole hell of a lot shorter. I expect the window may now be closed, and we'll have to break a hole in the proverbial wall in order to get out. We should get to it. Oh my god. The combatants in the next room are quite obviously Shadowrunners. Their gear is mismatched, they wear no uniforms, and the mixture of technical gear and heavy armor indicates they're prepared for anything. Oh dear. So, where is the... We gotta find the stuff. Ah, damn it. The other Shadowrunners huddle up. Their voices are loud enough that you can hear them in through the glass door. They don't seem to have used you yet. Christ on a crutch, that was nasty. Thork wipes sweat from his brow with the back of one hand. Charles, is that the last of them? Looks like it, Bull. My C-12 wrecked the stairwell, so we're safe from backup via that route. He hands a canteen to the human woman next to him. Dizzy, how you doing? Taking a long drink with the canteen, the woman breathes a deep sigh of relief. We're tossing it back to Jarl. Remind me again when we went to the executive level before getting to the lab? I'm all for a brawl, but pulling 4 Knight Errant adepts off of Opti isn't my idea of a party. Points an accusatory finger at the shaman. You, sir, need to practice your martial arts. Opti raises his hand, placatingly. You had to go up there, Disney. Without the keycards to get into the lab, we're as good as dead. Bolt could have hacked the door, but his deck got slagged after you threw that rigger into him and broke his concentration. Let's continue listening. Okay, we have plenty of playing the place later. Right now, we need to have to get the hell out of here, nab that prototype, and clear out the before they get more soldiers down to this level. We got a job to do, people, so let's get cracking. Hey, Bull, looks like we got some company in the lab because there's people in there. The dork tech regards you quizzically. Son of a bitch. Guess you guys got here first. Tell you what, we'll come in there and we can talk this over. Bull waves the RFID keycard at the door, but only buzzes in denial. He glances at the keycard in invitation, then turns his eyes to you. Hey, would you mind letting us in? I'd rather not be trapped in here when Knight Errant backup arrives. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So do we go for the code of the Shadowrunner? Or do we go us first? Yeah, I'm gonna go code of the Shadowrunner. You know, we gotta look out for each other. Yeah, okay. Give me a second to open the door. Hey, I gained a karma for that. The Jarl. Not just Jarl, the Jarl. Thanks a lot. We would have been cut apart out there. Never let yourself get backed into a corner, you know? This sounds like something went wrong. Bull's deck got slacked by some sparky IC. We got surprised by a rigger coming out of the hallway. Did a hip throw on him, but his body hit the jack point Bull was using. Some kind of surge hit, the system went to red alert. Before we knew it, Knight Errant was crawling all over us. Sounds like everything happened because of you, Dizzy. Rookie mistake, honestly. If I had set up a redundant signal filter, I'd have an extra split second when the jack got fritzed. As it was, I tripped some tar baby ice. Okay, this is why I love these things. I love them, just like I love this, but they give me the hiccups. I'm sorry. Anyways, as it was, I tripped some tar baby ice, and before I could get free, the system was lit up like a Christmas tree. Rector gives you a significant look. He speaks quietly so that only you can hear. That key he used is almost certainly for the private safe where they're keeping the auto repair circuitry. We need it. I know you're trying to be quiet over there, but I can totally hear you. That's so typical, this sort of thing. He tosses you the key card. Here, take the damn card. It's worthless to me. Just help us get out of here in one piece. Thanks. Charles spends a few moments scrutinizing you when his face finally lights up. Wait a minute. I recognize you. You're Slain, right? Your name's all over the shadows of Hong Kong. From what I hear, you've been doing a lot of work for Kindly Cheng. Well, damn. Dizzy looks you over. There's a touch of honor voiced when she speaks. I didn't expect to run into such heavy hitters on our first run out here. Learn to adapt. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it now. Hopty quickly checks over his gear and weapons, reassuring that they're all in working order. Can we get a move on? We're all going to be up ship creek if we don't get out of here. Not so fast. What about the prototype? Bull shakes his head and snorts crudely. We can argue about this here, or we can try and get out of here before we get killed. If it makes you feel better, you hang on to it until we get out of harm's way. That is an acceptable outcome. For the moment, anyway. Listen, what's your way out? We're going to rappel over to the Federated Boeing building next door, but with all the racket, I think we probably get shot off the line. Come with us. We're taking the elevator shaft to a collapsed MTR station. I didn't even know that was there. Should have done better legwork before we got here. Bull reloads his pistol, snapping it back into the holster with a loud crack. We'll follow. More guns gonna hurt, right? Either way, we'll be right behind you. Suddenly, there's a blare of alarms. Red lights click on overhead as an accompaniment to the noise. You also hear some hissing sound, rather like a tire deflating. And with that sound comes an acrid odor hanging heavy in the air. They're gassing us. Look over there. It's coming out of that vent. If my deck wasn't fried, I'd be able to jack in and stop it. Have you brought a deck or some drones? If you haven't, we have to get out of here fast. Okay, well, first... Okay, so... we can deck in back there. So first, Slain, you do the honors. Alright, and then let's start skedaddling. I have a feeling that people are about to come in through there. And honestly, I think it's better to start doing some crazy attacks. We have some randos here who can take up some hits. So, all right, let's go. Is this as far as I can go? Yeah. All right, let's go this way. Come on, Koschei. All right, here we go. You want to go loud? This is how we go loud. It's how we go loud in Hong Kong, baby. All right, keep on going, trolley boy. All right, but we got to protect our Decker to make sure she does get to the... Yeah, we need to get her to this so that she can start getting the gas out. Although... Well, you can't go that way. I guess there is nothing over there. Is there nothing else? Okay, all right. Okay, Gaichu, go ahead and just... Let's go ahead and put you behind some heavy cover just in case. Raptor... Yeah, you can be a little bit further back too. Yeah, folks, come on. We need some backup up here. Let's go. Go, Adepts, go! Oh man, it's gonna be like an army fight out there whenever everyone starts coming out. All right, let's do it. Oh, we got a rigger. All right, he's got to go first, I think. All right, so let's get Isabel. Dang it. There's really no way we can get her to safety in 2 turns, I don't think. So let's go ahead and get Gaichu out there. Hopefully do... Yes. That's a bit. And then hopefully us folks with the lower dodge chance. Yeah, let's go through some armor here. Yeah, good job. All right. Isabel, just don't get hit. All right, and then let's do the control thing here. All right, before you go out there, let's get you pumped up and overclocked. Go for it, Koschei. All right, so we'll get you right over there. We'll aim you. Yeah, we don't need... I think 95% is good. Good job. Holy moly. That's... Oh, we got a mage. We got a cat. Oh, dear. That's probably not going to be good. Let's go ahead and aim for the mage. Sweet. That's a bit. All right. Hurry on up there. That's great. Just hurry up there. We're, like, in the very front. Okay, come on. Just Gaichu can take it. Gaichu can take it. At least they fired first before he did that. Okay, alright, so let's heal Gaichu first. And then we'll do our own little aim increase. Alright, Isabel, just go and... Let's see. I think... Yeah. Oh, God. How come... There we go. Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. Alright, next round should be okay. Alright, let's let Raptor... Yeah, let's get that going a bit more before... Yeah, so Raptor can step up here. Hopefully take a little bit of fire from our friend. Man, Koschei is MVP of this, like, fight. I swear to goodness. Sweet. Oh, nice. Good job. Hopefully get some other people... Oh, good job. What are you doing? Oof. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and step out here. Let's get, yeah, that should be done for him. All right, you get jacked in. All right, and then let's go ahead and use that on us. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll just head on out. All right. Let's see. Let's get Koschei up there. Try to distract a bit. Ooh, thank you. I might, with the armor increase, I might actually go out there too. All right, Adept. Oh gosh, yeah, I did kind of block her. Yeah. Good shot, Johnson. Good shot, other Johnson. All right, so fortunately, I accidentally went into here and did everything I needed to do to get these open without knowing what I was doing. So, oh, whoops, I forgot about that one. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's go this way. Because, yeah, for folks who didn't see this stream until later, I accidentally activated everything and had to kill a bunch of stuff. And I was like, huh, I can't do anything about... Ah, dang it. Okay, well, let's first lower the system tracing, because that's at a very bad level. And then let's do Tar Blast here, so you can't move, and I should be able to hide behind this now, so you can't see me. Or I guess it can see me. Well, dang. Alright, well, let's just... Oh well, that's too bad. Dang it. That's not good. Okay, well, that'll be fun. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run out, because I have 8 armor, so I'm almost immune to anything they can throw at me at this point, unless they crit me. Alright, we got that, and then we got that. So he's almost dead. Let's go ahead and push forward a little bit, and let's go ahead and just aim and then go boom. Alright, and then just keep an eye out for anyone else who comes out that way. Sounds like more people are coming out that way. Okay, well, let's just... Oh my gosh. Oh dear, this might not be good. Alright, well, I mean, you did get closer to me, so I can do that. Alright, so then I can just do this. Sweet. Alright, and then let's go ahead and click out. Alright, so we saved the day over there. So now we gotta go into here. Alright, Isabel, let's go ahead and bring you down. Alright, where is our exit point, by the way? Is it... Where is it? Oh, we have to get that first. Okay, alright, well, Gaichu can grab it. Swiping the keycard across the slot, the safe lets out a beep and the light flashes green. As the door swings open, the contents are revealed. A stack of chips in a plexiglass cube containing a tangle of drone parts. With a deft grab, you scoop up the goods. Alright, well, we made Raptor happy. Now we escape. Just through there? Okay, cool. Oh crap, I did not see those guys. Alright, well, good to know. Alright, well, let's get Koschei over there to hopefully, again, be a bullet sponge of sorts. Golly, y'all need to hurry on up. Yeah. Seriously, I am such a tank with 8 armor right now. Gosh, I wish I had mana ball or something to do like 2 things. So let's go ahead and start doing our... Alright, well, before I go in, let's see if Isabel can mark someone. Where's the mage? Or an adept? The mage, yeah. Can you mark the mage? Okay, good. Alright, so I think we'll want to do that first. Can you overclock Koschei? Nope, line of sight is blocked. Okay. Well then let's go ahead and get you just shielded up here. And then let's see if Raptor can do what Raptor does. Oh, it doesn't even need that. Let's see. 84% for a crit? Yep. What about another headshot? Ah, so close. Alright, then I think I will go ahead and use my little thing to go whoop, to the ground, mage. Alright, let's go ahead and see who's the better adept. Even though I'm not an adept, I'm just a sword mage, but... That's 8. Ah, missed the other one. What are you doing, buddy? Adepts versus adepts. What are you do? Okay, I was about to say, do not dare throw the grenade at all of us right there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, wait, well, that's them. Okay, that's fine. I understand you throwing grenades at us. It's just our guys throwing grenades at us is not as fun. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so Slain is just out. That's fine. Let's go ahead and mark the Adept this time. No luck. Alright, so let's get this guard, maybe? Alright, well... Alright, can you do this? Sweet. And let's overclock Koschei. Alright, so let's go ahead and just try to take out the guard here. Oh well. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. I mean, the guy ended up not doing any damage anyways, but this guy had 3 hit points left. Any of them could have just said, think, he'd be out. I think I'm running with a bunch of noobs. Anyways. Yatai? Nope. Oh, I should probably heal. Yeah, I should just... Yeah. Alright, so, there we go. Alright, that's how you do that. Alright, and then that's 1. That's 2. Alright. I don't... Where are the other enemies? I don't see any more enemies, so I think we can just proceed forward. What are you doing, guy? Oh gosh, I did miss him. Whoops. My bad. Okay. Look. Friendo. Friendo. I swear to God. I mean, yes, thank you for identifying the person who was in our midst, I guess. But... Alright, let's take this guy out. There we go. Alright. Let's all skedaddle. The elevator doors refuse to... Oh my god. Some kind of manual lock is engaged. A blinking alert message reads, elevator in transit. Doors will unlock once the elevator passes floor 27. Looks like you won't be able to pry them open for a minute or two. Better hunker down. Oh, God. Just hold on while I hack the thing. Anyways. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and... Alright. Just... Actually, wait a second. Alright. Just whatever comes that way, just end it. You don't need to do anything. Let's go ahead and get Koschei into fighting mode. And then... Yeah, we just need to hold for one more round. It should be fine. Don't move from the door, I guess. Just everyone wait. Oh, here comes some folks. Here comes some folks. Just one more round. Alright, I'll step here, sure. Get a bit more maneuverability, and then... Sweet. Alright, Raptor, go ahead and overclock Koschei. Isabel, you want to do some magic on one of these guys? Let's say that one? Oh well, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Well, that's one dead dude. Alright, what? Ooh, yeah, mage. Let's go ahead and see if we can take out this mage first. Or what's our... that's... Yeah, let's not do that. Can we do a headshot? Okay, can I just say Koschei MVP for this mission? I know we normally save that for, you know, actual PCs, but Koschei's just been like, you dead. You dead. You dead. You all the way back over there? Boop. You dead. Oh my god. Oh gosh. You know what? Next time I'm just gonna bring Slain and Raptor because of Koschei and just see what happens. What are y'all doing? What are you noobs doing? I mean, I'll be a polite person. I will heal. There you go. I'm getting out of here. Yep, you all do you. We are leaving. Follow me. Okay, good. I'm hoping the other people do the same. Oh my gosh, that was interesting. Oh, please don't lock up on me. Okay, good. The pungent smells of musty stone, grease, and the remnants of neuro-stunned gas mix in your nostrils as you rappel down the elevator shaft. Whatever frustrated knight errant security officers are in pursuit are too far away to be heard. All around you, there is only darkness and an occasional red-hued maintenance light. As you reach the bottom and pry open the heavy elevator doors, light comes flooding into the shaft. With any luck, you're only minutes away from the MTR station, and with it, freedom. Now, I forget, because again, it was last stream, meaning Thursday. Did the guy actually want the prototype, or did he say that we could do whatever with it? I just forget what he said. Okay. You exit the service elevator. Well, looks like we're standing in an impasse. Great. You exit the service elevator and step out into the dimly lit basement. You hear no sounds of alarms nor shouting, but it's only a matter of time before Knight Errant catches up with you. The basement smells of mold and stale air. Faint vibrations run through the floor and walls every few moments, evidence of MTR trains passing nearby. That was closer than I'd like. Woo! Dizzy hunches over, hands on her knees as she pants excitedly. She strains as she calms down. Chalk that up on things I don't want to do again. Get gassed while trying to escape from Knight Errant. Bug up, Dizzy. At least your fists and feet could hurt those bastards. I swear to God, I'm never running against areas again unless I got an assault cannon with me. The old 6-gun just won't cut it against Knight Errant. Just spring for some APDS rounds, man. You don't need to overcompensate that much. So, what now? We just march through the basement into the central MTR station?
One step at a time. Knight Errant will definitely follow us down here.
Before we head off into the unknown, what are we going to do about the prototype? You need it for your job, I need it for mine. You aren't the only one who needs it. We have a job to finish just like you do. It's unfortunate that we can't both get what we want, but that's how life is some days. You suck it up and move on. Come on, you're well established. You got a network of contacts, a running community knows how reliable you are. I'm a little fish in a big pond here. I blow this job, I may not be able to work in Hong Kong again. Hell, you don't even need the prototype, just the damn GPS unit on it. How do you know we just need the GPS unit thing? I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Suspicion rises. Yeah. Option doubt. Yeah, seriously, how do you know I only need the GPS unit for my thing? I want that to be an option, but yeah, I didn't think we needed the prototype though. I know what I want to do, and it's a jerk thing. Honestly, I want to give it to them, but I don't want to make it easy.
Listen, it's not personal, it's just a job.
Maybe for you. For me, it's life or death for my friends, and maybe me too. I'm begging you, give me something to work with. You don't have to be like this. You do me this favor, I can pay you back in the future. You got my word on it. It's true that we only need the GPS unit. That said, I'm certain I could fix the prototype up so that we could use it in the field. It's your call, though. We can be good Samaritans or keep the weapon for ourselves. All right. So I've never done the route where we keep the prototype. I didn't want to be a jerk, but I think we're going to be a jerk. So I do know that this team, if you let them live, they do help you out in a later run, actually. They do kind of cover your butt and make it a lot easier, because that mission's actually a lot harder, if I'm remembering correctly. So that was an accidental benefit of letting these folks go. Karma is good business. That is true. Ah, gosh, it's so hard to debate. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this one bit. So is Noonien, yes. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be a jerk. If people want to see what might have happened if you save them, I can reload and do it that way too. But for now, I'm just going to be a jerk.
No, I don't think so.
Well, crap. I guess you gotta do what you think is right. I guess there's nothing to do but try for another job. I can't pretend to be happy about your decision, but no hard feelings, okay? I know how it goes. It's tough out there for everybody. Listen, you go ahead. I'll go head the other way so we'll be less conspicuous once we get out of the collapse area. Keep safe, okay? Oh, I thought we were gonna have to fight these folks. Wow, it does make me feel a little bit worse about not giving it to them now. Yeah, I know. I thought it was gonna end like us doing a gun shoot, but damn. I honestly feel bad. It's not save scum time. Okay, it is save scum time because honestly, you have to live with your choices. That is true. That is true. And I've never done it where I kept the prototype. Okay. You know, I feel awful, but that just means I'm, you know, a nice person. Unfortunately, you can't be nice and Shadowrun too much, otherwise you die. So, alright. You're right. You're right. When Julie's right, she's right. What is this nonsense here? Can I get in there? No? Okay. Alright. Alright, let's go into this next door. Piercing howl cuts through the silence of the empty station. It's distant, but probably won't be for long. Better move, and move quickly.
Guard dogs.
They're heading our way, undoubtedly tracking us by scent. We need to keep moving or they will be on us very quickly. Warning, condemned area, no entry. Let's go ahead and head that way. Oh, whoops. That looks like not good stuff that way. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take another med kit. Generator controls. Okay. This control panel seems to connect to the backup generators powering the disused section of the old central MTR station. The readouts indicate that backup batteries have sufficient power to keep the lights on, but the remainder of the power is devoted to operating secondary doors. If you could turn this off, you could prevent Knight Errant forces from getting except from the way you came. Let's do it, Raptor. With the wine, the generator spin down, the lights go dim. Okay, I think that's just this fight over there. I don't think there's anything over there that I want to try to mess with. Okay, looks like there is another fight that way. A mage, an enforcer, and a captain. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. You'll never see it coming. Alright, Isabel, let's go ahead and get you hidden behind here, and you got only 50%. Let's see if we can successfully mark the mage. Sweet. Alright, Gaichu, how far can you reach? Not far enough, so let's just go ahead and get you just stepped up there. Ractor, let's... I mean, you know what to do, Ractor. You got one job. Make sure Koschei is working. And overclocked. Alright, so let's get him up to 2 steps. And honestly, golly, I can't tell. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then aim at the mage. Oh, we don't even need to do that. Oh, 92%. Another one bites the dust from Koschei. Oh, are those turrets? Oh, I think I shut those off thanks to the generator stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and aim at Gaichu. Oh, wow. I'm healing 4 hit points around. That's weird. Oh, also, do you need healing? Not that much. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do Power Bolt. So yeah, let's go to that. Sweet. Alright. And let's do another... Let's do that on you, Captain. Oh well, that's too bad. Alright, so let's get your stance to cuttin'. And let's see what you can do. Chuka, and then Chuka. Sweet. Alright. Make Koschei do the magic that Koschei knows how to do so well. Ooh, that was painful. Let's go ahead and... Actually, let's see if, first, Gaichu, you want to wrap things up? Sweet. Alright, great job. I think we're out. Alright. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, well. As you move through the MTR station, several figures move to interrupt your advance. The leader is obvious, a hulking brute of a troll. He wields a heavy assault rifle in the crook of his cyberarm and reeks of stale cigarettes and casual brutality. The name Steeltooth is stenciled across the black vest beneath his jacket. His eyes narrow as you approach. That's far enough for you, punk. Steeltooth gestures towards you with the barrel of his gun, taking a drag from his cigarette. My crew's had a long night. Nerves a little raw, you know, and crunching somebody's face always brightens my mood. Let me speak in small words so you don't misunderstand. Give us the prototype laser, or we're gonna kill you so hard your ancestors feel it.
That's the best insult you could come with? Really? I'm a troll too. There's so many ways you could have done this.
Steeltooth's face twists up in annoyance. Hell with you, little man. Little man. Oh, you're getting a sword in your face, buddy. You think you're so smart? Let's see how smart you are with a bullet in your skull. Glancing in your direction, Gaichi shifts hand to the hilt of his sword. I believe we are more than capable of killing this troll and his allies, should the situation escalate. I would not be particularly concerned about their chances of survival. You really think so, zombie? Maybe you're right, maybe not. Either way, you just signed up to be the first target. Troll takes one last drag from his cigarette before spitting the butt onto the tile floor. Alright, cigarette's done. It means your time's up. Hand over the prototype. Now.
You must be that genius Ares caught breaking in twice in one night.
What are you talking about? Don't be stupid. Troll's shifting stance and wary eyes indicate the depth of his ability to lie. About the same as a puddle. See, now that's an insult. That's an insult right there. You can lie about as well as a puddle is deep. Booyah!
He came in the front door first, then he came back dressed as a janitor.
Hey, shut up, okay? Just shut up. I was doing legwork and the suits weren't telling me nothing. So I had to get in and root out around a bit, you know? You want to keep your arms, you don't tell anybody about that.
I'm not giving you a damn thing.
Oh, I see. You want to be a hard case, is that right? Fine. Light him up! Oh, ow. Alright, well, first, I'm going to do that. Second, can I make it to the... I should have stepped there first. Oh, well. Second, I'm going to do Mana Bolt on... Oh, God. 20. These... Oh, God. These punks. Okay, well, before we do that, let's go ahead and unlock our our ace in the hole. Alright, would you do the honors of marking... Let's mark Steeltooth. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do 2 bolts right there. That missed. That's fine. I'll go ahead and do Mana Bolt right there. Should be dead. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's fine. Heaven Stance. Let's go ahead and... That's one. Let's go ahead and get Steeltooth as well. Sweetness. Alright, so what you're saying is... Ah, dang it. Missed. Well then, let's go ahead and aim at some other punks, like this one right there. Just because I wanna. You still think you got it, buddies? You still want to try this? Oh, you want to go? You want to go? All right, let's sort it up, buddy. Let's sort it up. Ah, dang it. Yep. Let's sort it up. Let's sort it up first. Yatai. Ah, dang it. I forgot that they had taken out my one of my moves. All right, let's go ahead and up your aim, because I think we'll need you to go first. That guy, then that guy. Sweet. Ow. All right, let's go ahead and Koschei, would you do the honors? Ooh. Ooh, I'm surprised. Okay, well let's get that guy remarked. Ooh, ow. Okay, that's... Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and get your aim up. Because I can't heal you yet. Oh. Good job. Well, That's the end of that. You know, I wish we could loot them. The game doesn't let you loot bodies. Yep. Now we're leaving. Oh gosh, that was a pretty intense run. Got some good matrixing in the beginning, and then got some meat space stuff going crazy. The MTR train pulls away from the station. You become lost in the crowd. Just another face traveling from Central towards Kowloon. Every second puts blessed distance between you and the hornet's nest of knight-errant soldiers that you've left in your wake. With the data planted and the GPS module in your possession, it seems certain that Ares Asia will place the blame for your run at the doorstep of the Red Dragon Association. Not even the zombie guy can loot. Literally unplayable. I mean, we get enough money to make do and stuff. And, you know, at least they take care of their own, like, med supplies and stuff like that. I don't have to pay for them to resupply, so that's good. Okay. As it slowly goes. Ooh, wow. Okay. So, prototype sniping laser. This heavy laser has a low capacity before requiring a reload battery swap. Pierces up to 2 armor. It is slightly more accurate than a traditional weapon. I mean, who can really take it, though? Like, that's honestly something I might sell versus, you know... Like, if you're able to equip that to Koschei, oh my gosh. Like, I'll take it in case you can, Your comlink chirps. It's kindly showing.
Slain here.
Come to the Mahjong parlor at once, Slain. I have something I want to show you. Your crew is already here.
I'll be there right away.
Very good, my sweet. Very good. I'll see you shortly. Okay. Well, I guess let's go to the Mahjong parlor first. Oh, and then we have so many people to talk to. So many people. I do think eventually they run out of dialogue options, though. Oh, it's over here. So we won't need to do all this talking between runs, but at least for now. Let's see if Flex Tape can cover the gaping goals it leaves. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't need to talk with him yet. Hello, everybody. Oh, even Duncan's there. Where's Gobbet? Is Gobbet there? I think, yeah, Gobbet's just hiding behind the plants. Okay. As you walk through the Mahjong parlor, you see your crew waiting for you. Clearly uncomfortable to be so close to the Triad boss. Then you see why. Kindly Cheng's cheeks are flushed and glowing. She's already hit the bottle pretty hard. Ah, Slain, you are here. Excellent. Yes, Slain, it is good to see you. They both have expressions that say they'd rather be anywhere else. Oh, did she find out about the plastic? All right,
Let's get to it, shall we? You said you had a lead, Auntie?
I did, and I do. Kindly Shink takes out her PDA and gently places it on the table in front of her. The wiretap we placed in the police force is borne fruit. Her mouth breaks into a wolfish grin. Her eyes take on a feral gleam. She appears fueled by alcohol and vengeance, a hungry beast on the hunt. My people have delivered a snippet of recorded video call between the plastic-faced man and Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit. Whoa. This should be good. Should we take a seat? Unfortunately, it's only a snippet. There were some technical difficulties with the tap. She glances at Bao and nods back at her. The person responsible has been sacked. Sheng reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts for the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. There's a loud crackling noise at the beginning of the recording, followed by a squelching squeal that makes Gobbet cover her ears in pain. When the video recording begins, the man's voice sounds far away as if he's talking through a thick pane of glass. The woman's is louder, closer. Say that again? There's something wrong with this line. I said, my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. That's what I thought you said. I'm not making excuses, mister. I have a department to run. Not for much longer if those two Westerners aren't found. They're linked to this Raymond Black somehow, and my client wants them out of circulation immediately. The two runners are his accomplices, too, the little orc and the dwarf with the cyber deck. Gower looks at Isabel wide-eyed and swallows hard. Isabel winks back reassuringly. I'm aware, Inspector. Thank you. We don't know how much any of them know, and my client is adamant that the risk be mitigated immediately. I've already made this the SDU's highest priority. If Josephine wants more resources on it, I'm going to need allocations from elsewhere in the department. That's a problem that can be easily dealt with. My client wants this over now. No more excuses, no more fuck-ups, no more cops floating in the river. Kylie Cheng smiles at that and pours herself a shot. Tell her we're redoubling our efforts. Very good. Dead or alive, you bring them to me. My client requires my personal verification that the threat has been eliminated. Hang on, this line is getting worse. There's a sharp crackle and the recording ends. Kylie Chen picks up her PDA and puts it away with a smile. She unscrews the cap on her bottle and pours herself a shot with a flourish. That's the guy we saw in the surveillance footage. The one that killed Raymond Black. She leans into the PDA. That plastic face looks a lot cooler close up. I think it's kind of pretty. That video doesn't tell us much. I mean, we already know there's an APB out on us. We're almost sure of it now is the man with the plastic face is definitely working for someone. This Josephine. Is that all we have, Auntie? A first name? It's not just a first name, Gabbit dear. It's the first name. Josephine Sang. She's the one pulling the strings. Kindly drowns her shot and slams the glass upside down on her table. That disease-riddled dog fucker, I should have known it was her from the beginning. She drums her fingers on the table in front of her. And she had the nerve to call down the heat on my runners? On Nightjar? Oh, that scrabulous fossil is going to pay.
So, friend of yours?
She makes a wet hacking noise in the back of her throat and spits on the floor. She's the CEO of Sang Mechanical Services, a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council. Josephine Dog fucking Sang.
CEO, huh? What do you know about her?
She was Hong Kong Philanthropist of the Year in 2054 and 2055. Children's hospitals, homeless shelters, food distribution centers. Good causes, though the kind that get good PR because people are too lazy and myopic to look for the real people doing the hard work, the face-to-face with the poor work. Don't be so cynical, Isabel. As she smiles at her sweetly. Coming face-to-face with the unsanitized for video poor is distasteful, dear. You know that. Her face gets stony. Beyond being a CEO and a philanthropist, I also know that Josephine Sang is a lying, conniving bitch.
Sounds like you two have a history together.
Whatever gave you that impression, my sweet? Yes, my darling, I don't like Josephine Sang, and I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to fuck her up bad.
Oh, this should be good.
It will be delicious, and I may explain why someday, but not today. She picks up her bottles. Well, its turpentine fumes drift her way. But when I finally get her, you'll be there, my darling. I'll make it a party.
What is Sang Mechanical Services?
Josephine's baby. It was a B-rated corporation before she married into the Sang family, and after she fought for and won the contract to rebuild Kowloon Walled City, their fortunes rose high. They began a rise to power that eventually landed Josephine on the executive council.
Wait, so there's a connection between Josephine Sang and the Walled City?
Yes, the same place Raymond Black hired my runners to take him. I've already connected the dots. I don't know what it means, but it clearly means something.
What do you think the connection is between Josephine and this plastic-faced man?
I don't know yet, but I will. He called her his client. They may be some sort of lead we can follow. Cheng nods at Wu. Her glance lingers at his biceps a moment before continuing. Right now, all we know that he is her instrument, the one who killed Raymond Black. Raymond's not dead. Yes, you may have mentioned that before, Gun Show. She smiles at him reprovingly. Regardless, the plastic-faced man is still our best lead for figuring out what's going on.
Remind me of this executive council is again.
May I, Auntie? This is what Rick's saying, giving kindly Cheng a chance to calm down a bit. Hong Kong is run by a consortium of powerful corporations called the Board of Governors, who set up the Executive Council and 8-member committee of exemplary Hong Kong citizens to represent the people and run the city on their behalf. But of course, you don't vote for them. That would be too unpredictable. Instead, every 2 years, 2 executive council slots come up for election, and the corporations on the Board of Governors put up some possible candidates and vote among themselves in a closed-door session. Closed door? I'm shocked. Of course, every single one of these candidates is on some corporation's payroll somehow. Wham, bam, instant government.
So let's cut to the chase. What's our next step?
There's nothing we can do to touch Josephine Sang, as much as I hate to admit it, but Plastic Face Man is a different story. He's a third-party operative who's been careless, and he'll live to regret it. For a while. If Sang thinks she can take out 2 of my runners and get away with it, I'm going to have to explain things to her. She pulls out a thin black cigar and runs it between her nose. We're going to find the Plastic Face Man, and we're going to hurt him. We'll hurt him until we know everything he does. And then we'll use that to strike back at Josephine Sang. She lights her cigar and takes a deep, deep pull. You will have your vengeance, and I'll have my own satisfaction. She turns away and picks up the ball. Now get out. I have work to do. Okay. Bye-bye. All right, so first things first. We would like to get paid, so let's go ahead and head to our boat. And then we will talk with folks. Your workstation and mission computer. New messages. Auntie Shang and Josephine. From Gobbit. Hey, Seattle. I think I had a little context to that thing between Auntie and Josephine saying, you know, thing that makes Auntie hit the sauce and talk revenge. This is a combo of stuff I've heard and stuff I put together myself, so your mileage may vary. For years, the Yellow Lotus acted as tax collectors within the Walled City. Since the Walled City was built by Josephine Sang and the Yellow Lotus was run by Auntie Cheng, they must have had a working business relationship for a while at least. From what Nitro told me, he was her favorite. You got that right. Auntie was known as a real up-and-comer back then. She was on the fast track and to be the next Yellow Lotus 438. That's a big deal gig, Seattle. Money and power galore. Now, you need to know there were a lot of triads and corps doing biz in the Walled City. All sorts of stuff. Sometimes they worked together nicely. Sometimes people got bloody. Where I heard it, Auntie came up with some sort of grand plan to consolidate business in the Walled City. Power would be split between the Yellow Lotus and Sang's company, and everyone else would get cut out. If her plan worked, Auntie would rise in the Lotus like nobody's business, and Josephine Sang would make long bank. There's a catch, though. In order for the plan to work, both women would need to jump through a lot of hoops. There'd be street-level maneuvering and power plays on Anie's side, and blackmail negotiations on the corporate level from Josephine Sang. My info gets sketchy here. From what I pieced together, Sang went behind Anie's back and took her plan to her boss at 438 named Wong Lung Fat. They cut kindly out of her own plan. Why'd Sang do that? My guess is that she saw Anie as some sort of threat. People in the know say that Wong Lung Fat is weak and greedy. She can be manipulative if her palm remains well greased. Long story short, power was consolidated in the Walled City just like Anie planned, only she didn't wind up getting any of it. Her climb up the Lotus ladder came to an abrupt halt. She's still a straw sandal, just like she was before Sang backstabbed her. Now she's stuck in Hoi like a fly in amber. I'd be pissed too if it were me. All right. Let's open our jobs. Let's claim payment. Your payment is attached. I confess I am very pleased with your work. It's not every runner who could have pulled off a job of this magnitude. Well done. Sweet. Few notes. Oh, sorry. Nope. We're done. All right. Let's post some pay data. And then the BBS. Looking for Decker. Looking for experienced Decker for a discreet milk run on a low-level corporate lab. Potential for longer-term arrangement. We're a team that's been together for years, running your basic heists and occasional transport gig. We've got a reliable fixer and a long list of happy clients. Requirements. You must not take experimental stims during runs. You must have a good sense of humor. So this guy came up a bit ago, I think 2 or 3 streams ago, and making the same post. He was only looking for someone who needed a sense of humor, and this newbie Decker said, hey, I can do it. And they said, okay, we'll see how you do. Apparently, they must have been taking experimental stims during runs. Were you just looking for a decker a little while back? I saw your ad, but I was wrapping up a one-time run with an old partner who's moved away. I'd be interested in meeting. Isn't Muffin Top Ninja your fizz ad? Did someone call my name? Hey, MTN, long time no beer. We gotta catch up, Sensei. Bring me on as your decker. I guess the kid who answered your last ad didn't work out? That's an understatement. I think we can count on you to not consume any drugs during runs, most specifically drugs that were part of the payload. Fatal experimental drugs that were part of the payload. Ouch. That's not even a rookie error. That's just lack of common sense. Real shame that. Anyway, I'm glad you're on board, Runs. We're not going to have a problem with you. We might be seeing another post like that in a future stream. Want to trade eyes? We'll take anything. I acquired a large supply of cutting-edge cybernetic eyes. My fence did a runner, so I've got eyes up to my eyeballs, as it were. Make me an offer. They got the whole 9 yards. 2010 vision, camera, low light, and thermographic modes. One size fits all. Sold in pairs only. Colors brown, blue, violet, hazel, green, green fleck with gold, chrome. And you got to install them yourself. Trade you a Ranger Arms SM3. Comes with a matching briefcase. Deal. Message me. Can I swap you my old Cyber Eyes for a new set? Seriously, anything but that. Can I buy one blue and one brown eye? No, but you can buy 2 pairs. Sheesh. Uncle C's House of Pork. If anybody has the hankering to go to Uncle C's House of Pork in Tai-O, I can only say one thing. For the love of all that's holy, don't. I haven't been able to leave my house in 2 days. The only reason I can even post here is because of the RAS override on my deck. What did you eat? Maybe you're just unlucky. All I had was some shumai and ribs. That's pretty basic and hard to mess up. Unlucky is when I get a bad orange at the market. This isn't unlucky. This is something else. This is some kind of vile gastrointestinal sorcery. Oh my god. I only ate there once. Once! I still have nightmares. I felt like I'd eaten a wasp nest if the wasps were made of rusty razors, and also on fire. I thought I was being clever by getting the pulled pork sandwich when I ate there. Nope! Aside from basically being a pile of congealed sludge and the bread being moldy, it was a week before I could hold down anything more than solid than a kanji. What? Are you all a bunch of children? Yeah, their kitchen is dirty, but I've eaten there dozens of times, and not once have I gotten sick. Grow up and learn to eat adult food. Ratstar123. Wait a second, aren't you the person who was raving about that food cart in the corner of Kimberly and Observatory? You told me to get the yuzu glazed horse tripe? Yeah, how'd you like it? Pretty good, huh? If by good you mean the consistency of tar and old tires, yes. The tripe must have been a week or more old. I'm pretty sure I smelled rot once the initial citrus blast wore off. Take note, the user's advice on food is not to be trusted. Oh god, reading that actually got me to push past the RAS override. Now my deck is covered in vomit. Thanks guys, I mean it. Nothing I love more than being sick and disgusting. Walled City embezzlement history. I'm uploading another Walled City report. This one old from just after they built it. I ended up digging into the history of the place. It's just archival plain text. Consolidated Press, Hong Kong Desk. Sang Mechanical Services, Sang, was again accused in a joint lawsuit headed by Wuxing Egg of embezzling hundreds of millions of yuan during the construction of the Walled City low-income housing project. The plaintiffs filed an official complaint on Monday, stating that construction contractors have been heavily pressured by Sang to use cheap construction techniques, while kickbacks, graft, and misrouting funds caused several hundred million of yuan to vanish. Sang's legal team has strenuously objected to the accusations, citing lack of proof and the corporation's own damaged fortunes. Legal team spokesman Li Quishan had this to say: "The Walled City contract was a disaster for my client. The project was sabotaged at every turn by union activists and competing corporations. TMS struggled heroically to complete the project despite this interference. These parties have now added insult to injury by fabricating charges of malfeasance based on the very obstacles which they themselves created. This has truly become the theater of the absurd." Is it true? According to Consolidated Press financial analyst Gertrude Schoen, it seems unlikely. Sang has struggled financially since the Walled City project. Sang's stock, ticker blah blah blah, is trading at around 40% of its peak, which it reached just after receiving the Walled City contract 4 years ago. Although investigators have indicated there is evidence of possible misconduct, no misappropriated funds have been found, and CEO Josephine Sang recently sold her Victoria Peak estate citing financial difficulties. The TMS or the Sang family have benefited from the stolen walled city funds. They're not showing it. Ms. Sang could not be reached for comment. Huh. I always thought that Sang rocketed success on the back of the walled city. They sure trumpet that in their PR. Yep, it's a brilliant piece of historical revisionism. The walled city was a huge loss of face at the time, but somehow they've rebranded the whole fiasco over the last couple of decades. Maybe their underbidding made them seem like a real sucker and brought in the contracts. Isabel, I find the fact that you posted a financial article to be charming. Why, Prism? Did you just hit on ISO? Amanita's gonna skin ya. No, that's just a VP. He's incapable of flirting. Would you date a woman named Amanita and then try to charm someone else on a BBS? WP is just an aggro mentat with a poor social filter. You two must have an interesting relationship. Let's just say we radically complement each other. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start our talking. Okay, glancing through the box of mementos, you spot chopsticks and a book. Page. The chopsticks are a simple affair, black lacquer, obviously cheap and mass-produced. Whatever reason Gaichu is for keeping them, it isn't their age or quality. Taking a closer look at the chopsticks, it becomes apparent that they have seen some rough use. The lacquer near the tips is chipped and flaking away, revealing the wood beneath. The wood itself is stained a dark brown and encrusted with something.
Why'd you keep these chopsticks?
Gaichu bursts into unexpected laughter, almost dropping his sword as he doubles over. He manages to gasp out a sentence after a long moment. Oh my goodness, I had forgotten those were in the box. Raising his sword, Gaichu returns to his practice. Tell me, have you ever heard of Tetsuya Nakamura?
Doesn't ring a bell.
He was a member of Shuei's upper management for many years, running most of Shuei's Shiawase's Envirotech's agricultural development. A very bright star in the corporate world. He died in 2052, and those chopsticks are what I killed him with. Good bet. Good bet.
Chopsticks? Really?
They were the closest thing to a weapon I had at hand. Nakamura took his security very seriously and employed several highly augmented bodyguards. It was only through several months of extensive planning that we were able to get near him at all. When faced with the challenge, one is often forced to improvise with what is at hand. We'd studied Nakamura's schedule painstakingly, particularly his twice-monthly trips to Neo-Tokyo. In Osaka, Shiawase's presence would have made any attempt on his life functionally impossible. In Neo-Tokyo, though, in studying his movement patterns, we discovered that he would eat at a particular French restaurant in Ginza every second trip at precisely 8:30 in the evening. It seemed that he had this secret lover who lived in Roppongi, and he was visiting him during his business trips. Owing to this secrecy, he would give his bodyguards the night off when the two met. The restaurant in question was famous for its molecular gastronomy, and the precision of their chefs. Not to mention the view from the 38th floor. We managed to secure reservations near Nakamura's usual table, but only for two of us. It was decided that Sasaki and I would be the pair to kill Nakamura. Ishida and Aomori would wait one floor below, and Takagawa would keep watch from a nearby skyscraper. We carried small but high-powered pistols as well as tactical knives. We expected it to be easy.
So, what went wrong?
As I rose to draw... Excuse me, I'm going to take a little drink. Okay. As I rose to draw my pistol on Nakamura, his lover somehow knew what was happening. He shrieked, "Bloody murder!" and burst into flames. We discovered after the fact that he was a very powerful mage, but we hadn't discovered this in our surveillance. Somehow he managed to throw a barrier over the two of them that deflected my bullets. When I pulled my knife, it turned red hot. I was forced to drop it. Sasaki engaged him in a contest of wills. I'm not sure how that kind of magic works, but could not shatter his barrier. She was too busy dodging the lightning bolts he was throwing, and since the flames had set off the fire system, well, it was not easy. Nakamura broke and ran, and I pursued him. He had a small holdout pistol, a PB-120 or something similar, and I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find. He gestured to you with the tip of his sword. Those chopsticks. I slid them up into his brainstem through the trachea. He died without making a sound. Not that I would have been able to hear it over the sound of Aomori's machine gun rattling away one floor below. Apparently the bodyguards were not truly given the night off, and we're still nearby.
What happened to Nakamura's lover?
Tekimura managed to punch through his barrier with a well-placed 408 caliber slug from across the street. It didn't kill him, but it broke his concentration. Sasaki finished the rest. With the windows blown out, we fast-roped down the side of the building and disappeared into the night. It was not the cleanest job, but it was very memorable. I still remember the smell. Ozone and bechamel mixing with the cordite and Viv Clicquot. Alright, what is this page? The page is old, and the highly stylized calligraphy is handwritten. The style is so artistic, in fact, as to be functionally illegible to you.
This page seems to be missing a book, Gaichu.
Yes, but that page is all I wanted from the book. I look out from the cloudless mountain at moonlight on the sea. Its island so many rents in a sheet of ice. Gaichu pivots on the ball of his heel, thrusting a tip of his sword into the darkness of the room. The poet Saigyo. He was a master at conveying a sense of solitude and emptiness, and I have always found that poem to echo what I feel inside myself.
Either the mountains or the islands.
So often it feels as if I'm contained within a ball of ice, floating through the void of this life, cold and solitary. The moments I can share with those who truly matter with me chip through that frost and let me scream out that I am not alone. And let's talk to you directly now. The cabinet is silent aside from the occasional swish of the air as Gaichu steps through sword forms. He holds each stance for a few seconds, practicing a given swing a few times before switching to the next. Hello, Slane. A single bead of sweat rolls down Gaichu's temple as he holds his position. After a few moments, he shifts to a relaxed stance, starting the form again. Pardon me for continuing my exercises. I feel that I've been letting them slip of late. I mean, you weren't number one on the job last run, but I mean, seriously, Koschei was a frickin' beast. Like, no one's gonna take that thing. Like, number one. Number one. Number one.
You worried you're getting rusty, though?
No, that's not quite it. Rather, I wish to learn to bring my enhanced strength and speed to bear. In order to do so, I must ensure that my blindness does not hinder me. Perfection is a journey, not a destination. Gaichu lifts the sword, offering it edge first towards you. Do you see that edge? Forged by one of the finest swordsmiths in modern Japan. Diamond-coated edge, capable of cutting even the most hardened ceramic armors, but good as a sharpened edge without the precision to apply it. When I was still a man, I could have cut a single pea in half with my eyes closed. Oddly, after becoming blind, I cannot replicate this feat. Running the back of the claw along the blade surface, Gaichu smiles thinly. I think soon I will be able to perform this feat again. I simply have to train my body to ignore the senses that it no longer has and pay attention to the new ones. Now, what is it that you would like to discuss?
Any thoughts about that last run?
A good run, I think. Unexpected complications, but perhaps. All told, we were quite successful. With any luck, the Red Dragon will be paid a visit by Knight Errant Security and soon. Despite the other team, we sowed enough chaos that I doubt Ares will realize our deception. What's more, we've managed to acquire a powerful and unique weapon. While a single weapon is unlikely to give us an overwhelming advantage, I will gladly take any edge I can on future runs. Few would equip a team of Shadowrunners to be so well equipped as to have an experimental high-energy laser.
Has it been difficult to learn to fight while blind?
It's not the easiest thing I have attempted, but neither is it the hardest. Emptiness is form is one of the great lessons of the Hagakure. Trained sufficiently, and both swordsmanship and obedience will become instinctively. That is the closest to perfection a man can obtain.
I don't put a whole lot of stock in being obedient.
Gaichu feigned surprise. A lawless Shadowrunner? Have problems with authority? My goodness, I never would have guessed such a thing to be the case. When I was new to the unit, I thought that to be a good samurai was the ultimate goal, that to serve justly with dedication was the greatest honor a warrior could have. We were all young and foolish once, I suppose.
So what changed your mind?
Beyond my disease, there was a fight in Fukuoka. My former team ambushed me. It had a singular effect on my worldview. We were taught that we were superior to everyone, that since we are pure humans and Japanese, we would always win. I believe that most never question the validity of this claim, even when confronted with direct evidence to the contrary.
Tell me about when your old unit ambushed you.
Very well. My time in Fukuoka was tense. Since leaving Kaihashin, I'd been careful to stay out of sight by moving on foot or in the back of automated delivery vans. I was running out of food, however, and needed to be in the city for that. All right. Fukuoka is just big enough to get lost in, but not so large that a ghoul sighting could go unnoticed. I hid in abandoned buildings and storm drainage systems, and for 2 weeks I managed to stay hidden. The strain on having to constantly move was wearing on me, however. I made a mistake.
What happened?
I had to get out of Japan, but all my contacts in Fukuoka had come up empty-handed when I asked for a way to China. I was running low on money, and I could feel the team catching up with me. A contact of mine in Kumamoto. Actually, in Kumamoto, I stayed there with a friend of mine a few years back when me and my dad went to Japan. It's a really pretty place. If you ever get a chance to go anywhere after, during these plague times. Yeah. The before times when you could go anywhere you wanted to. A contact of mine in Kumamoto owed me a favor and arranged passage for me if I could reach the city in 48 hours. If I had taken my time, I could have made it to Kumamoto without incident, but I let caution slip when I got this email. I thought if I disguised myself, I could take the train there, get out before my unit got any closer to finding me. I still don't know how they found me. Magical tracking, perhaps, or simply a well-developed spy network. Regardless, they found me. They were waiting for me at Hakata Station. It was an ambush.
That sounds dangerous.
Dangerous does not express even the half of it. It was during rush hour. The station was packed with civilians, but my teammates did not care. For a Red Samurai, success is the only criterion that matters. If I was dead, it would not matter how that came to pass. I had taken steps to disguise myself as best I could, relying on the sheer number of people to conceal my presence. I suspected that the team might attack while I was in public, but I did not realize just how expendable the civilians were. When they blew the C4 charges over the station's western entrance just to box me in, I realized how much I had underestimated them. I assumed that a train had derailed, honestly, but then I smelled the telltale acrid vapor of the explosives. Once you smell it, you never forget. The plastic explosive that we used had a particularly sharp flavor, like old cheese, something to do with an old factory taggant added to help track it if it was stolen. I remember stumbling through the dust and debris, trying to find my way to the rail platforms. They attacked from all sides, using confusion to strike me at once. I could hear Hishida and Tokugawa behind me. Aomori and Sasaki charged out of an access corridor just ahead of where I had been standing. Sasaki threw a wall of fire down behind me, cutting off retreat while Aomori started firing.
That's a nasty situation to be caught in.
One of the worst. Confined space, facing a mage and a heavy gunner, those are losing odds even if the attackers are ordinary mercenaries. I did the only thing I could think of. I charged Aomori and Sasaki. They were only 15 meters away from me. The only advantage I had was they were blinded by the dust as I was, but I could still hear and smell them. Sasaki threw a lightning bolt at me, but I managed to roll under it. As I came up, Aomori's light machine gun was swiveling down. I felt time stretch out as I stared down the barrel. I caught Aomori in the throat with the tip of my sword. It was a maneuver I had practiced hundreds of times before. There was no resistance as I cut through his trachea, and he fell as I rolled to the side. I could hear him choking for breath as he dropped. It's strange to think how clear that memory is even now.
What's done is done. You survived. That's what matters.
Exactly. In that strike, I learned that lesson and realized who I was, truly. What did it mean that I, an infected monster that was less than a beast, could still defeat the finest soldiers in the world? Red Samurai Doctrine taught Aomori and the others not to fear me, and this overconfidence would be their death. I realized I had progressed beyond their ability to understand. My sword was as accurate as ever, but they could not account for it due to ideological blindness.
That's the danger of letting ideology overrule facts.
Precisely. All those years I was worried it was not good enough to be a member of the Red Samurai, that somehow they had been pulling my weight, but I had been blind to all the ways in which we were not training, or had avoided the harsh truths about our own abilities. We were so often told of our own excellence that I wondered if we had ever truly been tested. Sasaki was the next to fall. As I turned away from Aomori, I realized she must have seen me strike him. Her eyes were wide, and I could feel her fear and anger as she tried to summon another spell. She seemed caught between healing Aomori and attacking me. Gaichi taps himself on the forehead just above his right eye. It was there on Sasaki. A downward stroke from Jodan's stance. She had hesitated, just as Aomori had. I felt the breath go out of her, just like someone had deflated a tire. She just slid down into a pile. I think she was trying to ask me how, when I ran.
What about Ishida and Takagawa?
My goal was survival, not victory. Takagawa was too far away and I did not see Ishida. I only smelled him, so I ran. The trains had been shut down due to the explosion, but as long as I could get out of Hakata Station, I knew I could escape. They did not follow me out of the city proper. From what I heard via the Matrix, the event was worded as a terrorist attack that was thwarted by brave from Raku soldiers. Brave, foolish soldiers.
If you killed 2 of them, why are they still hunting you?
Gaichi does not answer immediately. He seems uneasy with the question, fidgeting with his fingers. I'm unsure why that would make a difference. Can you explain what you were driving at?
The unit's down 3 members. Why not give up on you?
I see. I think your mistake is seeing this from a practical perspective. The problem is emotional, not mechanical. The nature of Red Samurai assignments is such that losses are generally 0 or the entire team. In those rare cases when Red Samurai teams suffer a partial loss, the remnants of the impacted teams will shuffle together and undergo retraining. Sasaki and Aomori will undoubtedly be replaced. The problem is that I cannot be replaced. Simply put, I am not dead. Ordinarily, a missing Red Samurai would be considered dead for purposes of reorganizing teams, but Renraku knows precisely what has happened to me. What's more, my failure to do my duty reflects badly on the unit. Others will undoubtedly resist joining my former squad as it has been tainted.
So until they kill you, nobody wants to join their club?
Yes, that is the case. They cannot move forward and rebuild the core of the unit unless I die, both because of their own expectations and the stain on their honor. Even if they accepted my decision, the rest of the Red Samurai would not. They have hunted me in Japan, Shanghai, and Beijing, and I am certain they will hunt me here in Hong Kong. This cycle will continue endlessly for the foreseeable future. Such is the way of things.
Wouldn't it be easier if you face them down rather than run?
What do you mean? I have faced them several times in the past, in Fukuoka and in Shanghai. Unless you have a deeper meaning I am unaware of, I have already done as you suggest.
You're simply letting them come after you. Take the fight to them.
What do you suggest? That I hunt them down while they sleep and murder them in cold blood?
I think sentimentality has left you unable to finish them off.
Ah, yes, because I am such a weak-willed soldier of fortune that I cannot bear the idea of killing the last vestiges of my old life. Certainly, that is more likely than the battle simply not going in my favor. Hey, Stank Buddy, I think the second subscription I have gotten. Thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Primary. I actually have a friend. They're working on some emotes and the like. I hope I'll have them maybe in the next week or so. They've just been kind of doing their day job and working on this in their free time. But yeah, as soon as I get them up, I think you will like them. They are themed a little bit to the story, but also, if you know me, they'll be nice. They'll be nice. Thank you so much. All right. Certainly that is more likely than the battle simply not going in my favor.
It doesn't have to be a conscious decision. You're avoiding an all-or-nothing confrontation.
Gaichi's halfway through pointing an accusatory finger at you, but stops short as you speak. There may be some truth to what you say. I had not considered that my instinct to flee may be subconscious. I seek to perfect myself and my skills and my abilities in combat. Perhaps this is not the path I would have walked when I was younger, but I have been a soldier for so long that I cannot imagine devoting myself to any other trade. This does not mean I am tied inextricably to my unit. It simply means I'm shaped by my history, as we all are. I appreciate your concern about my history and my unit, but I assure you I'm doing all right. I'm just going to adapt to my new condition and lifestyle on my own. The time will come when they find me in Hong Kong.
So what will you do about your unit when they come looking for you in Hong Kong?
I am unsure. You've given me a great deal to consider, and I do not mean that lightly. There are several actions and possible outcomes I foresee. I could, as I have before, relocate to another city, flee Hong Kong, travel to somewhere further afield, Lagos perhaps, or Montreal. It would have to be someplace where Muraku's influence was minimal, and where the unit's presence would be immediately noticeable. This has been part of my plan of action in the past. I could also keep a low profile, staying here, hope they're unable to find precisely where I am hiding. Undoubtedly, Ashita would command the team to keep looking. I believe it would only be a matter of time before they found me, but if it were a sufficiently long time, they might be recalled. I could also confront them, draw them out into the open at a time and place of my choosing. They are nothing if not predictable in their efforts to follow Red Samurai operational doctrine. That plan could succeed, but it could also put you and the civilians at risk. I'm unsure how I would draw them out in the first place.
You need to find a way to fight them.
I'm unsure if that is the wisest course of action. I'm going to need to think about this a great deal. Please let me think on this. I'll have an answer later.
Later.
All right, that's one of 4 of our teammates, and that's not counting all the NPCs outside. Like I said, once we go through like certain like their paths and everything like that, we shouldn't have as much to talk about. But anyways. Ah, my friend, you've done an admirable job. An admirable job indeed. I have already incorporated the tech that you've recovered, my stolen tech, into the new chassis that I'm fabricating for Koschei.
You move quick.
Yes, well, he tips a cigarette. A cone of burning embers tumbles to the ground. I've been waiting for this for a long time. The next time we take to the field, you can expect to find Koschei's combat effectiveness considerably improved. So you don't even need to take a team. Just tell Koschei where to go, and he will eliminate any and all. He's truly become deathless. And death. Just as his namesake was in the legends. When he takes damage, he will mend himself before your eyes.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to see it in action.
Nor can I, my friend. Nor can I. Okay, well, he's done then. He's busy with that. Let's go take a nap. Take a nap over here. Yeah, if you could bolt that new rifle onto it. Maybe next time. The stabbing pain in your stomach jolts you awake. Your entire abdomen is cramping up. You roll in your cot, willing the shooting pains that radiate from your stomach to go away. Your mouth is bone dry and your tongue is swollen. It feels thick and inarticulate like a useless slab of meat. A quick glance at your PDA tells you it's 4 a.m. Outside your cabin, the rest of Hoy sleeps. All that you remember the dream that you awoke from is a horrible, unfilled yearning, and a need to get where you were going first. Others were behind you, and you could feel the heat of their breath on your neck. If you were to beat them to your destination, you could slam the door in their faces, keep them out and away from what was yours. But if they overtook you, you'd feel that terrible longing forever. As you grasp at the last fleeting memories of your dream, a wave of exhaustion washes over you. It feels like you've been drugged. You collapse back into your cot and into a black, dreamless sleep. When you open your eyes again, the sun filters in under your door. It's morning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. All right, so yeah, that's in there. Let's see, what is this? I'll go ahead and put that in here too. For now. By the way, how much money do we got? Oh gosh, we have a lot of essence too. 2,500. So that should be enough to get an upgraded katana thing. So let's go ahead and I would like, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I need an additional willpower, but I do want to go that and that. And I have one less, so might as well just do that. Yeah, there we go. Plus 2 damage, minus 10% to hit. So, yeah, I do want to get, like, strength up to maybe, like, 8 or 9 or so. Like, I feel like willpower, I think I'm going to get that to 6, maybe 7. It's just because of my body and because of the armor, like, I'm kind of pretty tanky. And I can reduce a lot of hits. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Duncan. What up, bro? You enter to find Wu stalking this floor silently, one hand held rigidly near his hip, the other flexing and unflexing again and again. When he notices you, he nods once and goes back to his caged panther routine.
You're gonna wear a hole in the floor that way.
Need something?
Yeah, drink. Looks like you could use one too.
I hear Club 88 has 2-for-1s between 4 and 6 o'clock, but you have to drink them both. I don't put drugs or alcohol into my body.
I'm just gonna let that go. I take it you're stewing about Josephine saying.
That's right, I'm thinking about what she did to our family, what she did to Carter. It's time for the old Duncan to come out and play. Wu's eyes smolder. Here's what we do. We walk into the Sang headquarters and ask for the boss. When she comes down, we grab her, take her somewhere quiet, ask her why she had Carter and those runners killed. Find out what happened to Raymond, whether he's alive or dead. What happens next is up to her.
Kidnap a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council while there's an APB out on us? You know what? Good thinking. Thanks. I'll consider it.
Think about it, Pod. They'll never see it coming. This is the way to go. My way.
Now, where have I heard that before?
What, my way? That's right. There's only one way this is gonna go. He catches himself. Understanding appears in his eyes. Oh crap, that's what Ray used to say. Raymond Black, our benevolent dictator. No questioning his rules, no falling short of his expectations. It was his way or the wrong way.
Or you get the full-on Raymond treatment.
I didn't care to be on the receiving end of that. And I was more than once, that's for sure. Remember what happened a few years after we moved out of the squat and into his house? Thing with Doubletray and Lockjaw when he accused us of relapsing back into our old ways? Man, that was when Ray's authority finally got tested. When I finally stood up to him.
Yep, the way he handled that was part of the reason I eventually left. He just wouldn't listen.
I thought that might have been part of it, but to be fair, I wasn't listening either. That was her pattern, wasn't it? I wouldn't listen, he wouldn't listen, then we butted heads, rinse and repeat once every few weeks. But that time was definitely the worst. Okay, Mr. Wick. We don't need to do things my way. No need for us to butt heads. He stretches, you hear his joints crack. And on that note, I'm going to have to ask you to clear out. It's been a long day.
I'm getting the feeling that they're all going to be long days.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling too. Have a good night, Pod. I'll catch you tomorrow. Izzy, what up? As you step into Isabel's cabin, she turns to face you. The desk she's been working at is a mess. Food wrappers and computer expansion cards lay together in a heap. Isabel herself doesn't look much better. Her eyes are badly bloodshot and her lips have been drawn into a deep frown. Hey, you're back. She does a box of assorted mounting screws aside with her foot. What do you need?
Any thoughts about that last run?
I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, mostly because with Ares, the alternative is leaving in a body bag, especially when you're stealing a prototype laser. Good pay for a good night's work. That's what this business is all about. If you can walk away and get paid, it's been a good job. It's an even better job if you can walk away with a laser. I know I've seen Duncan eyeballing it. He's got that look that kindly gets every time somebody mentions a business opportunity around her. Hungry and eager. Don't tell him I told you that, though. He seems to pride himself on not being a dirty shadowrunner like me. Anything else?
How you holding up?
Not great. I'll manage, though.
Don't climb up on me. Tell me what's going on.
When I unlocked these old memories, I told you that they were crystal clear, right? Every detail was perfect. It's still that way, and I think that it always will be.
Then I guess the question is, if the memories aren't going to change, can you adapt to living with them?
Honestly, I don't know. It's like having an eidetic memory. I'm stuck with a perfect record of every shitty thing I saw and felt during my childhood in hell. It's not an easy thing to live with.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just turned around.
I knew a guy back in the Barrens who got his arms hacked off with a machete. I'm pretty sure that he can't forget his past either, but he found a way to live with it.
That's a different kind of pain, but I appreciate what you're trying to say. Anyway, let's get down to business. The sooner we're done with the walled city, the sooner I can try to move past this. I think that I've had enough time to process what's in my head. I should be able to give you some answers about the walled city. Not all the answers, mind you, but something. So if you have a question, ask. Let's see where this goes. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Now that we've unlocked your memories, I have a question about the walled city. Go on, ask me a question. I'm ready.
How'd you get out of there when you were a kid? How'd you escape?
Gobbet led me out.
Really? She must have been, what, 9 years old?
Something like that. Go ahead and ask her about it if you want. I'm sure she'll be happy to brag about it, but I think we have more pressing matters to discuss.
That's all for now. Can we talk about something else?
Please, to be honest, almost anything would be preferable.
I gotta go.
Good, because I've had enough for one day. I'm tired of reliving this stuff is exhausting. Come back later if you want. I'll have more time to unpack this stuff by then, but until then, please give me some space. Okay. I think as we find out more from people, we can maybe ask her more about the walled city. Gobbet glances up at the sound of your approach. Slight smile crosses her face. Hey, pal. You ready for your next lesson?
In a bit, I want to ask you about something first.
Yeah, go ahead then. If you need to ask.
I've got a question about Isabel.
Oh yeah? Well, sure then. Ask away.
She told me that you let her out with Walled City when you were kids. Care to fill me on the details of that?
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. This has never been big on padding a story with unnecessary details.
Want to tell your side of the story? Seems like I've got a vested interest in the Walled City these days.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll share. To start, I guess that you're gonna need to know what the walled city was like when me and Iz were kids. She didn't tell you anything about that, did she?
She dropped some hints, but I'd like to hear your take on the place.
Well, for starters, you should probably know that the walled city wasn't always as bad as it is now. It was always dangerous, but 10 years ago it was just a run-of-the-mill slum. Still safe enough that walking in didn't qualify as a suicide attempt.
I figured that what I saw there had to be the bottom of the downward spiral.
The bottom? What you saw? No, Seattle. When you went into the Lotus Den, you were on the outer perimeter of the walled city. What you saw earlier...
Reminds me of life in the Barrens.
Huh. Pretty good. Yeah, I imagine that the two were pretty equivalent back then before the walled city got really bad. Oh, I'll turn that down a little bit. Anyway, this is where I met Isabel. It wasn't long before we were friends. She was interesting. I think that's why I let her latch onto me. Girl was smart and savvy and cripplingly shy. She didn't belong in the walled city. No one really does, but with her it was painfully obvious. She was like a little mouse crammed into a box of weasels. It was only a matter of time before somebody snapped her up.
But you got her out of there before that could happen.
That's right. More accurately, Rat got her out of there. She came to me in a dream and showed me that whatever was going bad in the walled city was getting worse. The whole place was rotting from the inside out, choking from bad key and lost hope. I decided to go inside one more time. If I found Isabel, I'd offer to lead her out. If I didn't, well...
I get it. You don't have to explain yourself to me.
Thanks. It isn't pleasant to think about, especially considering what a shithole the walled city is now. Truth of the matter is, if I hadn't pulled Isabel out of there, she'd probably be dead by now.
I get it. Someone did the same for me and Duncan once.
Yeah, I knew that you'd get it, and I did bump into her, and she did follow me, and Rat got us both out safe. So there you have it. Happy endings all around.
What about the other people who stayed behind? That other shaman you knew?
I went bad. Crazy. That big shaman that I knew wound up going full-on toxic. It was horrifying. He burned himself out in an orgy of blood. Nasty business, and not for me.
Don't you regret not being able to save him?
Regret? No, he was a shaman. He should have known what was coming. I was smart enough to get out when I could, and he wasn't. Bad luck for him, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention.
What about Isabel's family? She said that they were still in the walled city. Why didn't you bring them with you?
You think that I didn't want to? Look, Isabel's... It was going to be dangerous enough to get Isabel out on her own. Dragging a whole family out with her would have been impossible.
Yeah, I get it. I would have done the same thing.
Good. You would have been right to. Besides which, Isabel didn't want to bring her family. She wanted to get away from them as much as she did from the walled city. Never could get her to tell why.
That's all. Let's talk about your lesson. Let's do it.
Right, good. This is about people like Auntie Shang and why we need them. There won't be a Q&A session after this story, but I want you to listen up. It's important.
Yeah, I get it. Go on.
All right, so here's the upfront lesson. Fixers are important. You can't just go to a Johnson yourself and get a job. Well, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. It's a bad idea all around.
You want to tell me why?
Because Auntie Shang and people like her serve a purpose. You get a job from her, and you can trust she's vetted the client. That's important. It protects the whole team. You remember that lesson from last time, the one about the Sui and the shiny object?
Yeah.
Well, after the run was over, we went back to the sinking ship for some R&R. Sui had told us that the client would be sending a boat to collect the shiny object in the morning. All we had to do was keep the thing safe until the handoff. We're in a celebratory mood. We killed an evil wizard and stole a priceless artifact. A good night's work by anyone's standards. Honu and Negret got good and drunk in record time, so we went back to his cabin with the shiny object to, I don't know, stare at it for a while or something. I retired to my cabin and crashed out. It had been a long night. I remember waking up to sounds, yelling maybe. I was groggy and they were far away. I couldn't quite make them out. Clock said 4:30 a.m. People were always partying on the raft, playing loud music, shooting off fireworks, that kind of thing. So loud noises early in the morning weren't unusual, but something felt off somehow.
I used to get that every now and then in the Barrens. I learned to listen to it.
Yeah, it's a lot like a panic attack, really. That full body certainty that something is wrong. I got up to investigate. If something was wrong, I wanted to know. And if it wasn't, I figured I might as well get in on the party. I stepped out into the hallway and my foot slipped. Came down hard, landed on my ass, and found myself sitting in a pool of blood.
That's not good.
No. No, it was pretty bad. So it was pretty obvious by this point that something had gone horribly wrong. My first thought was that the shiny object might have, I don't know, unleashed something. After what I saw it do in the warehouse, I wouldn't have been surprised. I shook that off pretty quick, though. I knew what this was. Our client was playing us. He'd hired us to steal the thing, and rather than paying us for the job, he'd send another team to take it away.
Given what happened at the warehouse, I'd have assumed that the shiny object was to blame.
Sure, I get that. It did some scary shit back in the warehouse, but it had also been sitting dormant for a long time before Sui and I stole it. Anyway, I got off and brushed myself off, and I beelined for Malvina's cabin. She was the closest thing that the sinking ship had to a leader and strongest rat shaman on the raft.
Why go to her? Why not head straight to Sui's cabin?
She stares at you blankly. Because I'm not an idiot? Sorry, that wasn't aimed at you, but think about it for a second. If there was a retrieval team coming for the shiny object and they were strong enough to handle Sui while he was holding it, what chance would I have had of stopping them? I figured that it was time to bring out the big guns. Malvina was the one whom I could get them from. Okay. Sorry, I'll be back and forth for a bit. Anyways, as it was, I did just about the only thing that I could think of to extricate myself from my predicament. I fast-talked my way out of it. I opened up by doubling down on my loyalty to Malvina, Cadmus, and the status quo on the singing ship, swearing my undying friendship, you know the drill. Did a good job of it, but they still looked a little iffy. Iffy with a warhawk is bad. So I volunteered to prove myself by stealing the shiny object back from Sui. I know, right? Not my style at all, but then I didn't really have a choice. I had inadvertently helped arm the bastard who was tearing our friends and neighbors apart. I don't think I could have cleared my name without taking his weapon away again. It was a hell of a night. I don't want to get too into many of the great details. Friends died. Hell, friends killed each other. It was brother against brother, all that jazz, and Sue's indiscriminate use of the shiny object let a lot of things into this world that shouldn't have been.
So did you wind up stealing the thing back from Sui?
Yes, it wasn't easy, but I got it.
Want to elaborate on that?
Not really. I used lies and misdirection, trickery. Rat helped. Some of the things that Sui let loose actually came in handy, funny enough. He summoned so many of them they couldn't hope to control them all, and that gave me an opening to use them to my advantage. I was able to steer some of Sui's followers into a pack of the damn things. It worked. Wasn't pretty, though. I managed to trick my way past Sui's supporters and the astral menagerie they'd summoned. Wasn't easy, but I did it. And I stole the shiny object, and all was right with the world. And yeah, I'm intentionally glossing over the details. I had to do some things I'm not proud of, and people died because of it. I got the damn thing, and I got it back to Malvina.
What happened then?
Long story short, Malvina put the shiny object to better use than Sui ever did. She took the thing like she'd grown up using it. We still lost dozens of people, but Suicide's lost more. Cadmus was critically injured, but he pulled through. After the skirmish, Malvina held an assembly. She told everyone that there'd be new rules for life on the raft. And who refused to follow them could leave. And if you broke them, you were done. Rules of the sea and all that. After the pronouncement, she turned on the surviving mutineers. Hanu was one of them. He'd been on Sui's plan the whole time. She didn't kill them, but she did exile them from the sinking ship. And for the people in our economic bracket, that was as good as a one-way trip to the walled city. I'd be willing to bet they're all dead by now. In the wake of Malvina's ultimatum, 5 survivors left the sinking ship. I was one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hung around either.
Yeah, you know how it is. We may have washed the blood off the decks, but the energy of the sinking ship had changed. It wasn't the carefree haven I'd loved anymore, and as sensible as Malvina's rules were, I wasn't up to living under them. I had to go. We parted on good but sad terms, and as you expected, we drifted apart over the years. It's funny, I hadn't even thought of Malvina or the sinking ship in years, not until I decided to teach you on your previous lesson, and it all came flooding back in. She pauses and turns to you. That's the story. It's finished. But I want to circle back on the lesson that I gave you up front because it's important. We need Auntie Cheng to bring us work. That's obvious. But we also need her to keep us honest, to be sure that we, on the team, are playing straight with one another. Auntie Cheng's reputation rides on the legitimacy of the jobs that she brings us. And that, more than anything, is why we need her. If we didn't have Auntie Cheng or someone like her, we'd eventually tear ourselves apart. It happened on the sinking ship, and it could happen again in Hawaii. So anyway, that's the lesson. If you got any follow-up questions, go ahead and ask them.
What'd Malvina do with this shiny object?
Well, she first used it to get rid of the things that Sui had let loose. Then she put it away for safekeeping. It's probably still there on the sinking ship, ensconced in some shrine or other, under the lock and key.
At least she's keeping it safe.
I'd have heard she ditched the thing, but in the end, that wasn't my choice to make. From what I've heard, she's still in power over there, so I guess it worked out okay.
And what happened to Sui?
That walking colostomy bag was already dead, eaten by his own monsters after I took the shiny object away. Turns out, he wasn't much good at controlling them without it. He didn't even live long enough to watch his mutiny fail.
Thanks, got it.
Sure, in Seattle, thanks for listening. These lessons are for your benefit, but I think they help me too. It's nice to be taken seriously every now and again.
Who says I take you seriously? I never copped to that.
Yeah, say what you like. You keep coming back. I'll get a move on. I have Gobbit things to do. Yeah, I do like Gobbit. She is my favorite of the NPCs that you can take on your missions and stuff. So now let's go and see Jin. Hello. Look who's back. Why don't you go egg a car or something and leave us alone? I, for one, enjoy Slane's visits. How can we help you?
Sorry to interrupt. I was just wondering if you still having dreams.
This again? Don't you have anything better to do? Yes, we're still having the dreams. Oh, wait. I think we did this last time. Yeah, I think for some reason we did this last time. Yeah, I'm 99% sure that we did that last time. All right. Crafty, what you got for me? Oh, nothing new. Okay, that saves some time. Let's see your wares. All right, so I already got the best power bolt I can get. I could get lightning bolt, but that is 7 spell casting. Yikes. What? Oh gosh, 7 spell casting. All right. Well, I guess I need to up that a bit. Spell focus, fireball 2. I need to get 6 and intelligence 3. Wait a second. Intelligence. I thought this was willpower. Oh my gosh. Well. Yeah, there's a lot of fun spells, but it looks like everything went up to spellcasting 6. Well, boo. And intelligence 3. Okay, well, let's... Golly, there are so many spells. What's the difference between that one and heal wound? Oh, it's a faster cooldown. Yeah, I think I'll buy... Well, actually, let me see. Is there heal wounds 3? I don't think it gets better than 2, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my money for now. Ooh, that is good. Ooh. Okay, that's all my money, though. I'm pretty sure that's a permanent effect, too. Yeah, that's a permanent effect. I'm going to save my money for now, because I did up my stuff. So basically, let's see, I'm going to have to get intelligence up to 4, which is going to be 7. And then that's going to be a lot more stuff there. So I think I'm going to hold off on increasing much more willpower until I get my strength leveled out like I'd like. Because we have a really good ranged fighter in Koschei. So, yeah. I might buy that hermetic thing, but I definitely need just a better melee weapon. So let's go see... let's go talk with drugged out Matthew. See if he's still having a happy day in his own world. While Matthew stands quietly in his drone lot, arms hanging limply at his sides, he stares silently at the ground. This isn't the soft-spoken style of many Hong Kongers. He looks sad. Oh. He looks up briefly at your approach, but quickly looks back at the ground. Hey, Slane.
What's the matter? Drone bite your tongue?
He continues looking shyly at the ground and doesn't answer.
What's going on? You don't seem yourself.
Matthew mumbles something under his breath. After a moment, he looks up suddenly. Can you do me a favor, Slane? I can't leave the lot right now.
What's the favor?
I was supposed to pick up my medicine this morning, but I overslept. Can you get it from Ambrose for me?
10 Ambrose? Sure.
Thanks. He needs medicine. Good old medicine. Alright, well, on the way, we'll talk to the law. Man needs his uppers, that's right.
Tell me about Wampoa.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to do the metadata yet. We'll go into all that a little bit later. Spider Shen. Leaning against the weapons table, Shen rests one hand atop a glass-covered case. Inside the case is a thin Chinese sword, a shan, with an ornate grip and blade etchings. A small label on the side of the case reads, "For White Ming." Hello there, Slane. Come to find a blade, or maybe some ginseng and peony root?
How'd you know my name? I never told you.
Well, I think all I do is sit on this boat and wait for you to show up? Come on. You're kindly Cheng's pet Shadowrunner. Your name's all over Hoi. Shen grins, gesturing at you. You stand out, man, and that's a good thing. It means you're becoming somebody, not staying one of the forgettables. So what do you need today?
What's with the sword?
This little thing? His is a masterpiece. Crafted by my own hands as a gift for White Ming. He's being elevated to a red pole. 120 centimeters in length, 3.5 centimeters width at the base, tapering to 2.75 before the tip. half a centimeter in thickness, with a twinning dragon motif along the fuller. And it lights on fire when the appointed owner holds it.
Sounds impressive.
It's more than impressive, it's a damn masterpiece is what it is. You think it's easy to make a sword like this? Hell no, it took me 4 damn months. Few Red Bulls in any tribe can claim a weapon as fine as this, and none of them are masters of Wudang's sword like White Ming. His skills with the Jiang are peerless in Hong Kong, and any who face him in combat will know when he draws his sword that they have no chance against them. Nice. Indeed.
What goes into making a sword like this?
Time, patience, good steel stock to be certain, a fair amount of alchemical materials like orichalcum, crystals, etc. The real key is human bone. The old Chinese masters throw in human bones when folding steel. The phosphorus does something or other to the carbon and iron, and I can't really explain it because I'm not a metallurgist. I just do what I learned on the mountain. But it works, believe me. It gives the blade a soul. It's not so much the edge that cuts, but that soul. That's why weapon folky go through spirits like knife through butter.
Show me what you got.
All right. So unfortunately, I don't have any key casting, so I can't equip these better swords, unfortunately, but that's okay. I think I'm going to get the hand-forged katana, because it is, well, it is just 2 more damage. That would be 3, but will not do AP. Honestly, the spiked fist, if I had done unarmed, would have been better. I think I'll wait a bit before buying a weapon. Yeah. I hate that we're still using this crappy machete that we started with. It's 3... Yeah, I think I'll stick with that for now. What that means, though, is I think I will buy that Heal Wounds level 2 spell. Only a little bit ago. Wasn't my reference. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and get... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that heal level 2. Yeah, I'll get just the heal level 2. I would like a spell that does like a big thing of damage, but I need spellcasting 6. I kind of wish I didn't spend it on that just because we don't have a lot of spells or a lot of anything that does like a big group thing of damage, but anyways, I'll go ahead and buy that. Shares a cooldown with other heal wound spells. Well, then no reason to have that then. I'll go ahead and probably sell that then. I mean, not probably, it's just, yeah, it just makes sense. I don't need both of these then. Ooh. That would be a lot of money. 20 damage does 20 damage. Okay, well, I won't do that yet. Thing is, if I don't take... If it's not going to be... I have a feeling that's actually a weapon that people can equip. And in that case, well, Isabel and them, I don't think they're that good at ranged combat. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll just go see our Club 88 folks. Go to Ambrose, get Matthew as uppers, and then we'll go on the next, or at least start the next run. And then I'm going to call it. The younger of the Koschei sons mans his post at the club's front door. He's showing off his hulking arms to a couple of wan-looking girls from the docks. They're clearly a self-interested fawning gets them inside with no cover charge.
I know what you're thinking. Some perks, right? Distractions. Distractions can be dangerous.
I couldn't agree more.
Hey, all this stuff going around here, it's all just fluff anyway. You know that. I know you know that. You got the eyes. Doing what you do. You know what's what and what ain't. We're the same, you and me. People in here may look the part, but it's different with us. We're legit. We got that edge. Everyone else is just a poser. You fancy yourself a Shadowrunner?
I want to be something. Shadowrunner, sure. I see you and your types roll up, hard edge like you are. I could see myself doing that. But there's also the triads. Lots of guys get their start that way. Work their way up, some of them starting out as regular gangers. But I'd be looking to jump a few rungs right at the bat, of course, but considering who I am and who my ba is, I think my ba would be most proud if I followed in his footsteps. Join up with a pirate crew. Be a scourge of the open sea. I know it's in my blood. I just need to let it out. I just need to let it out.
Have you done anything other than bouncing?
It's not about what I've done. It's about what I can do. I've got potential, you see. I just need to prove it and show my ba that I can do what he used to do. This cushy life, it's not for me. I'm capable of so much more. I won't ever see it, but I know my ba will understand. He's not meant for this life either. You know it. You've talked with him, right? You see him. You see it in him. He once a badass pirate, always a badass pirate. Gotta be the same with you, right? Can't ever see yourself going back to normal life. Shadowrunning is where it's at.
I'll leave you be. And I agree.
Who's tougher, Koschei or his cat? The cat. The cat is Koschei. Alright, El Duce. This tall, well-built human has been watching you since the moment you entered Club 88. Surreptitiously, of course, glances over his shoulder and the like, but you're certain he's been watching you, and he finally speaks as you draw near. I hear you're the one to talk about work in the shadows.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing satisfaction, his expression relaxing a bit. Good, because I've been looking for work here in Hong Kong, and I don't have my own team. Call me El Duce. I'm a street samurai. Good with shotguns, close combat, got a bit of medical know-how on top of that. My rates are reasonable, once it's a run against Shirawase. In that case, it's completely free.
Why run for free against Shirawase?
Because the sons of bitches killed my wife and stole my son. Anything to screw them over, I don't need to get paid for.
Why take your son?
Profit in biology. He's got the genes for the type O immune system. You know what that is? Oh, that's a universal donor designation, isn't not? Duce nods. That's right. And it's not just blood either. If the company wants to produce Bioware on the cheap, they use sinless type O bodies as templates to grow the wear in. Human factories, basically. Sick stuff, but it's not like we can complain to anybody. Officially, we don't even exist. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Okay. Have you been a Shadowrunner your whole life?
Nope, originally I was in IT. Tech support.
That's a hell of a jump to being a Shadowrunner.
Yeah, well, having your wife gunned down and your kid stolen tends to focus your attention. Sounds like a bad action sim, doesn't it? Still, that's how it happened. One day, Shiawase's getting the reckoning.
You live here in Hoi?
No, Chungkung Mansion's down the way, near Hong Kong. It's a real hellhole, but nothing like the walled city. Still, I come up here because this is where the work is. A lot of smugglers coming in and out, a lot of freelancers needed to solve problems. Gesturing towards the rest of the bar, Duce surveys the dingy interior with an uncritical eye. Places like this exist all over the world. Dives where cops won't come in except with riot gear. Where people like us gather around and try to figure out how to make our next Nuyen. Find the right one, you can find any kind of work you want.
See you later, Duce.
You too, and keep safe, right? Alright, Henry, what you got? You catch Henry Koschei lost in reverie. Staring at a wall plastered with photos. While most are assigned celebrity headshots, there are scattered among them more personal images from days long past.
A lot of faces in this wall. A lot of strangers staring back at me. We're all strangers to somebody. This wall makes you think the more a person is in the spotlight, the more they're a stranger to everyone. We get the occasional Simpson star athlete surrounded by an entourage of Muslim photographers. It's all for their image, you see. They want a stack of carefully staged photographs that seem like paparazzi shots and notorious underworld hideout in Arms Bazaar. If we were really all that, the HKPF would have bombed us by now. Club 88 is a neutral zone, and Ermine deals mostly in small arms. We clear the joint, let them stage things however they like, throw a few tattooed blue lanterns in the background. In exchange, we get a big stack of Nuyen and a glossy face in the wall to show how popular our club has become. Kindly locks all highway down for the visit. Those fame bunnies are safer here than they probably are in their penthouses. All my wife say I do, of course. She's got a good head on her shoulders. Callum's lucky he got her brains. I'm afraid Frederick thinks after his old man. But wasn't it you and first started running guns through here? Heard about that, did you? Loose lips. But yeah, I took a turn as small-time smuggler. Less excitement than you might think. Never really made all that extra money doing it either. Had it been riskier, I never would have bothered, but our boat's engineer was a good friend of mine, and he was in on the deal. He could took away those crates in the engine room where only he knew where they existed. I just had to shepherd them on and off the boat. Probably could have negotiated better deals, but I just wanted to get rid of the stuff as fast as I could. Didn't want Wu Xing to find out, and I especially didn't want Ermine to find out. But find out she did, though she surprised me with her reaction. She threw a fit, but the only thing she was mad about was my profit margin, so she took over. Tell me about you two. Well, she and I grew up together here in Hoi. We were childhood sweethearts. How often did this thing last? Then back in 21, we were both 18 and unsure of our futures. We both goblinized. The world was turned on its head. People said it was a disease or result of a biological weapon. There was panic everywhere. But Orion and I saw it differently. We saw it as a sign we were meant to be. Didn't matter if we were lepers, because we were lepers together. Aww. Wish I could say she was the first and only love in my life, but there will always be another. I heeded her call for far too long before finally settling down here at Vermine. Even so, that call is always there, tempting me to come back, to be lost forever. Worse ways to go, I suppose. I do my best to resist, try to focus on our mind, and it's built for us here. I'll leave you be.
Callum, what is up? The elder of the two cafe sons is once again lost in his cups. He watches, blurry-eyed, as patrons pass him by. Something in his expression makes it seem that he resents each one simply for being. You again decided to make this whole home, have you?
Be it ever so humble.
He merely has no place around here. Sit down if you like, I could tell you tales.
Tell me a story.
Ever hear the one about the Phantom Sailor? Say he was once a good man, provided for his family, loved his wife and children. Spent many lonely days out in the sea working hard to make their lives better. But the ocean takes its toll. Every time he returned, he came back with a little less of himself until one day, the thing that came home was just a shell. Mindless body of an old seafarer with his soul still lost at sea. The mind and body call to each other, and one day the sailor will walk down the beach and step into the waves, letting the ocean swallow him in whole. True story.
Wonder where you got that from. Tell me about your family.
What's that to tell? My brother's a meathead, my parents don't even know or care who I am. They say they care for family first, but to them, family isn't four people under a roof, it's some abstract concept. It's a name that matters to them, the cafe name. That's family. My mother only cares about the business. Any hint why I want to look for a better opportunity is met with lectures. As for Ba, well, he's never been the same since his life went into dry dock. First chance I get, I leave it all behind. Mark my words.
See you later.
All right, Ma. Show me what you're working with. It feels as though Paul hangs over Club 88. There are fewer patrons on this dance floor and far more hushed conversations and raucous frivolity. Ermine scans the tooth and scout as if she could suss out the reason for the change. Something's not right. Not right at all.
You expecting trouble?
No, not the kind you mean. It's just a shift in the mood. Usually when it gets its way, it's for obvious reasons. The death of someone beloved in Hoi, or terrorist attack hitting too close to home. This time, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. When spirits are down, people drink. When spirits are high, people drink. We make money either way. I just prefer to know which way the winds are blowing. Comes from being an old sailor's wife.
You said you worked in the corporate sector?
Oh, yeah. I was with Baihu for many years, but before the boys were born. Started as low as one can get, but I was always good with people, and I understood the politics better than most. Being a troll in the corporate world is hard. There's a lot of bigotry. However, I turned to my advantage in every way I could. People underestimated me. I used that in every way I could. Sometimes being able to project raw, contained power is very useful. Slowly, I climbed the ladder. Sometimes I wonder what might have been if Callum had come along when he did, but there's no changing the past.
Are things with Callum better?
No, he's become even more distant of late, more secretive. I saw him talking with someone the other day, the kind of person who doesn't belong in Hoi and shouldn't even be here. I don't know who they were or what they wanted, but Callum is clearly trying to hide it from me. I have a bad feeling. Same heavy feeling that hangs over this place. Something is very wrong. Something bad is coming from my son. I don't know if I can stop it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't worry with my business. Surely you have more, or shouldn't bother with my worries. Surely you have more important business.
I don't care. I'm nosy. I'll see you later.
Alright, then we go to Ambrose, get Matthew his uppers, and then start the next mission so that we'll be ready to go next stream. Chrome Alley, here we come. Alright, Ambrose. Ambrose staring at a flat panel monitor on the wall. Local news channels zoomed in on an ultramodern aircraft carrier moored in Victoria Harbor. You following the IGN story? The Kensai fighter wing from the Masamune did an honorable flyby at the executive council meeting today. They're rattling the sabers hard. Everybody's being courteous as hell, but nobody's blinking.
The IGN, Masamune, what are you talking about?
Imperial Japanese Navy. They're parked the carrier Masamune's battle group in Hong Kong for a visit. They're trying to intimidate the city. Nobody's having it, not even the Japan Corps. Looks like it's being driven by some sort of weird internal Japanese pissing match. Imperial militarists want to cow Hong Kong and bring it under the umbrella. However, almost every megacorp, including all the Japan Corps, want Hong Kong to remain independent. Tensions are high.
Is there any chance that Japan will take over the Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone?
No way, not in a million years. This kind of rooster show goes down all the time. Worst that'll happen is a bunch more posturing, like IGN has an accidental fire incident with a coastal boat, somebody test fired an anti-ship missile, Port Authority finds the Masamune's paperwork lacking, charges them exorbitant harbor fees, always like that. They're a bunch of square-haired idiots with muscle cars revving at each other. Just stay out of the smuggler holes. IGN likes to go on sprees of blowing them up, just to show how well-protected HK would be under the yoke. Those honorary flyover fighters have live ordnance loaded. Ridiculous. Say what you will, though. That Kensei multi-role fighter is a sweet bird. Twin Mitsubishi double-aught Delta turbofan engines, ramjets, thrust vectoring, Generation 4 flight-by-wire. Hey, gorgeous.
Do I have anything to worry about?
Yeah, don't go into a bar full of drunk Japanese sailors with free San Francisco t-shirt on. This whole IGN drama is gonna go on like it always does. Japanese Navy will eventually realize no one's even paying attention. Then they're gonna blow steam off in a huff, maybe blow a few smugglers out of the water. Happens all the time. Politics, I can only talk about them so much. Let's move on.
You came here as a runner and now you're a busted up doc. What happened?
Hey, I'm not busted up, you insensitive jerk. I'm just economy size. Seriously, though, that's some heavy shit. I'll take a while to tell. Do you really want to know?
I do, but maybe another time.
Okay, then. What can I do for you today? Let's talk about Matthew's medicine. Really? Well, okay. A wall door opens the cabinet, crackles through packaging, and a moment swings over to you holding a plastic cylinder about the size of a roll of breath mints. Here you go. Inspect the cylinder. The cylinder is lettered with holographic Hanzi, cool blue jazz, non-smoker version. It has a stylized illustration of a laid-back lounge lizard of a man wearing a zoot suit and smoking a cigarillo. The non-smoker version, smoking, I don't know. Through the semi-transparent plastic, you see a stack of what looks like tiny pills or chips. Search your memory through etiquette. This looks like a tube of slow-burn BTL chips. These disposable chips create a synthetic experience. Unlike normal BTLs, which burn hot and fast, the sensory and emotional tracks on slow burn chips are adjusted to be only slightly above lethal limits and last all day long. They give a gentle, subdued high. It's like you're someone else, but you're still living your life.
Why are you giving reliable Matthew BTLs?
Sorry, Slane, I can't discuss a patient treatment without permission, confidentially, and Hippocratic oath and all that crap. Excuse me, though, but that's not what the Hippocratic oath is about.
Yeah, whatever. It's a crock shit anyway, right?
Point is, I can't talk about a patient's treatment. Okay. So,
tell me about Essence, even though I know all about it. Oh, God. All right, let's talk about Essence later.
I guess we might not be able to talk about it later.
What is it?
I'm not sure. It's life force, sort of. Essence is like the ability of the spirit to recognize and stay connected to the body. Augmenting the body reduces our essence. When our essence is exhausted, the spirit quits the body, and we die. There's this popular idea that the essence is disrupted when we attach non-human things to our nervous system, but that's only kind of true. If you install a data check or a bionic arm, that's definitely a lot of neural interface. However, if you get bone lacing or dermal armor, those have as much neural interface, right? But they're still murder on your essence. The body still recognizes them as an alien and invasive, so there's something more to essence than just a neural interface. There are all sorts of weird theories about essence's biospiritual integrity and stuff. I tried to read up some of the medical papers, but it was like trying to drive a go-kart through a blackberry thicket. Hell, if I know what it really is.
Any way to restore lost essence?
Nope, but there's a ton of research going into it, like hundreds of millions of million a year. The person who figures out how to restore essence is going to change the world. Think about it. We might be able to achieve full biological regeneration or even resurrection of the dead. I wouldn't need replacement parts. I might be able to grow my own body back. That'd be something else.
Can I install cyber or below zero essence?
No. You drop below zero essence, you die. Every hardcore street soldier asks that. Trust me, there's no way to do it. However, it seems people can cultivate the ability to carry a little more cyberware. Theorists think it's really just making the essence you got go further. As long as we're bullshitting, though, there's a lot of rumors about cyber zombies, corporate experiments into deep augmentation, going into negative essence. Hell, there's even some convincing evidence posted by runners that these experiments exist. No credible medical entry has ever recognized proof. If that tech is out there, it's light years beyond anything you'll find on the streets. Do I think the corps are doing the research? Of course, why not? But does it work? I got no idea.
Why don't you get some cloned limbs? Those don't take essence.
I got the ACHIS, as in ACHIS, acquired cybergenetic hyperimmunity syndrome. My body rejects all sorts of mods in biotech. My body now thinks the chrome is legitimate and everything else is an intruder. I've got a list of over 70 things I'm now allergic to, including bioimplants. So, no clone limbs for me. Kind of a bummer. No horseradish either. Or carrots. Or barbiturates. Man, I used to love horseradish.
How is essence measured?
Well, there's a zillion different systems for measuring essence, but everyone on the street just uses the rule of 6. Rule says the body has an index of 6 essence, and all augmentations can be loosely scored on how much they reduce that number. It was originally the Medvedev Bioholism Index. After 2 early researchers, they figured that the body had 6 parts, and they observed that replacing a limb with an early cyber prosthetic took around 1/6 of a person's capacity. They developed a theory that cyber capacity was based on body regions. Each region could have up to 100% cyber, and the whole body added up to 600%, which written as 6. Turns out the whole theory was flawed, and body region doesn't matter much for essence cuts, but Rule 6 was easy and intuitive, and it stuck, so we still use it. Essence is cool stuff. Cool stuff. At the end of the day, I don't know what it is. I just know I'm almost out of it.
Goodbye. All right, let's go to Reliable Matthew, and then let's get back to running. Hi, Slane. Did you get my meds? You get my meds? I got the shakes. Yeah, I did. Really, that's a great. Give it to me. Nah. Yeah, I'll just give it. Here you go. Matty hastily takes the cylinder from you. His hands shake as he dispenses a single chip from it. He pulls back his hair and slots the chip into a hidden data jack. He stands stock still, eyes closed. His eyelids flutter as a ripple moves through his body. His eyes snap open. He flashes you a vacant grin. Hey, beautiful. Boy, am I glad to be back. The day was a little dreary there for a while, but now I'm back and fighting shape. Pulls a fresh cigarette from his pocket, twists off the auto lighter tip with gusto. It ignites with a faint crackle. Time to push some tin. You just slotted a synthetic personality? No, sirree, beautiful. This baby's authentic. Genuine authentic. Authentically awesome. Woo, wow, smell that fresh air. Feel that victory. Some lucky soul's gonna get a great deal on a drone today, Slane. All thanks to you. You know what? Let's just let him be. Rocket, Matthew. High five. Woot! Boom, boom. Ba-doo, bada, boom. Catch you later, hot stuff. Yeah, I think you can basically try to wean them off of it, but that's not my job. All right, so let's see. What are the other runs we got cooking? Okay, so we can do the dig site, do geomantic sabotage, dig up Neville. That'd be great to have for a working crappy dog. Yeah, I would totally do that. Yeah, totally slot in a chip to basically just make me someone else, essentially. Oh, gosh. I think let's just do this one. Get that out of the way. We've been doing that. Actually, wait a second. Which one was the one? Yeah, this is the one where the guy survived the crash. I think I want to do that one next, actually. The rest of them are interesting, but this is one that will be more interesting, especially if I bring a ghoul. It might auto-fail the mission, to be honest. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah. And yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Oh yeah, I forgot. Isabel has her grenade launcher. That's a good group thing. Anyways, so that's going to be that. I'll just, let the autosave do its thing and then exit out of this. But yeah, been going for 4 hours. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, folks. So I'm going to be back on Thursday. Going to be starting again at 7. And we'll basically hop into a party. And hopefully nothing too bad happens. I'll go ahead and do that. I don't think anyone can use this because you need... Let's see. I can't use it. Oh, it's useful. Look, he can't. Oh gosh, I can't even use this thing. Okay, I'm 90% sure if Ractor doesn't attach this to Koschei, then I'm going to sell it and get just some money.
because Gaichu's blind. He can't fire anything, and I don't know how to use a weapon. I'm a mage. I'm a sword mage. Anyways. Let's go ahead and... Yep. Let the autosave do the thing that it does so well. All right. But my giant gun. Yeah, if so I guess I'll save it in case Duncan goes on a mission with us. I feel like Gaichu's really good at doing those crit hits, and he has those different stances that can do different stuff. Like, Duncan's just a gunner. Like, I can fire a gun really, really well. And I don't know. It's like, if you played these Shadowrun games enough times, it's like, I don't want to just gun stuff. Save it just in case, like 500 health packs. Oh yeah, totally. So again, a shout out and a thanks to Stank Buddy, aka Tex, aka Adrian, for being, I think, our second subscriber through Prime. So thank you, yay. Like I said earlier, I have a friend. They're working on some emotes. They're going to be super fantastic. I can't wait for them to be done with it. And then, yeah. Also, I will show you that we have done quite a bit of stuff to the store. Everything's super painted. Got our shelf of starter games over there. Got all the games sorted, organized, and everything. And we got the what is it called? Ovens and all that stuff plugged in and set up. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Oh, you got fireworks when you subscribed? Great. That's awesome. I'll have to try to see... Whoops. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to do a badge. I guess it's just a small version of the comment space thing for subscribers, so, okay. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you all had a fun time as we dived into a little bit more of the world of Shadowrunning and actually did like a loud run. Like, I think this is our actual first proper loud run. I mean, the very first thing, yeah, that was just a tutorial, but then the next one we had Gaichu. We did that completely peacefully. Nothing went wrong. And then we had the Isabel's run, which it could have gone bad, but we managed to do that completely peacefully too. And then, yeah, so this was our first proper run where we actually had to fight. And yeah, so I'm super glad about the Koschei. Like, seriously, Koschei is just so amazing, so bomb. Like like, I think Koschei got the most kills in that mission by far. Like, maybe like by double of anyone else. Like, it's just like, you dead, you dead, you dead. Like, I really hope we can get the laser rifle on Koschei, because then it'd be like zzz, more death and destruction everywhere. All right, folks, y'all take care. Have a good night. See you Thursday. Bye-bye.